Let me get our.
Or who's doing opener?
I can't. Or no, you can.
You do live from New York.
Sure.
I think so.
We're gonna get kicked out of here.
Just don't do that loud.
Are we live?
We
now?
are live.
Okay. Welcome to Nintendo Dads, episode 400, recorded on November 3rd, 2022. On tonight's Thursday Night Live in New York, we talk about whatever the heck we want to talk about. Go ahead, Jesse, start it.
All right, gotta get in frame here, Tim.
Yep.
You're definitely not in frame.
Well, no,
He's
he's hidden by the,
Oh,
he's hidden
got
by
it.
the thing.
All right.
Well, guys, welcome. It's episode 400 of Nintendo Dads, and check it out. We are live in the same room with each other. We're
Touching.
hanging out here
Touching.
in New York City. We're definitely touching, and we have. It's been a day.
It has
been a day. We have already hit up the Nintendo store.
Yep.
We hit Times Square, and we hit a very exclusive restaurant in Times Square. You may have heard of it. It's called McDonald's.
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 Very fancy.
Yeah, I mean, it was on the company dime.
It was.
It was like a 20-minute wait for our food.
Yeah.
Just like normal fast
And
food.
Justin had his very first McRib.
McRib.
And,
Yeah.
and you'll get to see that. You'll get
Yeah.
to see that later.
I don't want to spoil it, but it spoiled me. You know.
So much so that he ordered two things.
Yes. Yeah.
But anyway,
Are we able to go larger screen? Yeah.
Yeah.
We go.
look. So yeah, here we are. We are packed into a definitely a studio apartment.
Yeah.
Here in New York City. We're in the heart
Yes.
of downtown.
Let's see. Let me show you how small this room is. Jesse, can you stand up? Or Jesse, reach out to them.
Jesse's.
I am touching this wall.
Okay, Jesse, can you reach out and touch me? We are now touching both sides of this room.
Like we said, or like you predicted, there's a lot of touching. Anyway, we're here. Sean Capri,
Yeah.
who's in the chat, I see. He's literally blocks away from
Blocks
us right
away.
now.
You said we should invite him, and I said no. No, we're not doing
I
that at
said
all.
we should invite him.
Yeah, one of you did, and I said
I
that's
sent
a
an olive branch, even though he has been a terrible human being to us
absolutely
on
a
the Twitter.
horrible person.
John
But-
says he's on his way.
Yeah.
You don't know where we are, so
No,
you'll
he
be
does. I
sorry.
gave him the address. I'm not kidding.
He's
No,
going
he-
here. Here's the address. He's going to come in once in
He doesn't know.
Sean Capri.
Right?
Anyway, so we hit the Nintendo New York store, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But really, episode 400, guys, is really just about, honestly, it's about us.
Yeah. Yeah, look, we got this flag made. I don't even see this in the background.
We've got some cool surprises that are coming up later, and we are going to do some news and other things tonight. But really, this whole weekend is about us being together. It's about, and the second thing, the most important thing that's about is Extra Life 2022. We're joining up with Phoenix Overdrive, hanging out with lots of other podcast friends up there. And getting to raise money for not one, not two, not three, but 4 Children's Miracle Network hospitals that we're going to be playing for. Usually we cram this into a whole weekend, but this time we're going to cram it into 25 hours. Yeah.
John
So,
said, "You got a flag?"
we got a flag.
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
flags, we got buttons.
We got buttons. We got other stuff.
You know what? I think we should give Sean nothing. Nothing. It would say,
He's
get out of here.
And I'm,
him over here too. And just so you guys know, we also have beaver nuggets.
We got some
Because-
Canadian treats. You want to have some
We
Canadian
have
treats?
some Canadian treats that we're going to eat live on the air. Tim, what hat are you wearing? They're asking.
Oh, yeah, look at this.
The chat is.
I am wearing my new Splatoon hat from the Nintendo store.
Yeah.
No, true story.
I don't even want anything because you're getting nothing.
Wouldn't you get nothing?
You get nothing.
True story. We're downtown in Times Square, and we're walking around, and we found a lids store, a hat store for Tim, and he just put down his pop and walked inside, and that was it.
No. You held the door open for him and said, "Tim, don't you want to go in and spend some money?"
Well, I mean, for a guy who how many hats did you bring?
I
Bring out the hats.
5. He brought 5. He brought 5 hats.
bring my hats.
He didn't bring any hats.
I had to bring my Detroit hat to represent Detroit.
Yeah.
My Bobby hat I had to represent Bobby
Two.
the Guru.
Yes.
Then I have my
That's
Zelda
funny.
hat, Hey Listen, with my Extra Life pin on it from a couple years ago.
That's
And then my other Zelda.
4.
So,
And now you're wearing a 5th hat.
and then wearing a 5th hat.
So he has one.
So actually,
for
it's the
every-
sixth hat. 'cause I have
So if
five.
you divide,
There's
okay,
the Nintendo
six.
Dad's hat.
So if you divide that by the number of hours that we're going to be live for Extra Life, that's a hat every 4 hours. He's
like
going to make a hat
it's a
change.
wardrobe change. That's exactly what it is.
I'm a hat man.
He actually, so it's funny, and this is gonna be interesting because we're obviously all sleeping in the same room. This is bunk beds back here. If you can't see, this is exciting stuff. Right?
We spare no
We
expense.
spare no expense on the Nintendo Dad's budget, right? Do you sleep with a hat on?
That doesn't come off.
Doesn't come off.
What you don't
no,
understand is if Tim takes his hat off, it's like an unfinished polygon under there.
for
It's
sure.
just
Doesn't come off.
There's nothing.
I legitimately about 15,
I scared him.
15 minutes ago, he took his hat off and he was fixing his hair, and I said, I can't.
I
I need
thought
to
it
put it
looked
back
like-
on.
Well, Momo Jojo or who, the monkey from Power.
Mojo Jojo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't they have a brain on top?
Yeah.
Tim's Mojo Jojo. There you go.
I said, oh,
Jesse, are you going to morph into a Megadad?
That's a very loaded question.
This is Shocker Priest is like Vader's helmet.
Yeah, that's
When
exactly.
it comes down over his head, it goes,
Megadeth in this case, I think, has multiple definitions.
Well, here's the deal. Here's what I think we should do. I think we should get the news out of the way because there's not much.
Yes.
Right? And then we'll get your live reading of Manscaped or whatever.
Sure.
it is you're
Yeah.
gonna do.
Yeah.
Live- and by the way, Manscaped products helped us survive here.
We
in-
did.
in
We're going
New
to talk
York.
about it later. Yeah.
No, we're not. We're not. And then we're gonna read some of your comments and questions, and we've got some very special presentations, and also we're gonna eat beaver nuggets and coffee
Yeah.
crisp and all kinds of stuff. And you can watch it because that's why you're here, right?
That's exactly it.
and
That's
I
it.
hope this stream survives. If it doesn't, we're still recording it, and we can finish recording the stream.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jesse, without further ado, why don't you just go right into it? Hit the music. And of course, our news is brought to us each and every week by.
by Manscaped, and of
By you.
course by you over at patreon.com/NintendoDads, whereas for as little as $1 a month, you legitimately have made this dumpster fire happen.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
because of you, we are
Yeah, this-
here in New York.
it's your fault.
So,
All
I was
of
going to
us
say,
together.
if you look at this and you say, "Oh my God, what have we done?" Well, you've done it.
Yeah,
You've done it.
monster.
Yeah, you have no one to blame but yourself.
Congratulations.
No one to
It's
blame.
all your fault. If we get kicked out of this hostile-like environment tonight,
We're going
and
to
on the
Sean's
streets of
Yeah.
Sean, we're coming to you.
I know.
You did it. It's
Yeah.
your fault.
I do know Sean's in an actual hotel. We have his actual address. I have no concern about just like bunking at his place if we need to.
It's coming, buddy.
Coming.
It's coming. I've already told these guys tonight I'm giving you a head start to get to sleep. After that, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Because it's
It's gonna be exciting.
It's happening.
Something.
So just a couple little bits of news here that we want to talk about. Number one, Nintendo sent out a press release today about their holiday bundle,
They
guys.
did, I'm
They're
sure-
giving us some savings for the holidays.
Yeah.
Guess what you're going to be able to buy at the store this year?
I'm really hoping for a Breath of the Wild Collector's Edition with amiibos. No.
Splatoon 3. Oh,
That's a good one.
No.
3. They're
No,
Maybe
just-
it's bundle. Maybe it's
Do
two bundle.
you have a guess?
I have run out of.
Witty comebacks.
Yeah.
We drug Jesse all over.
Oh, yeah,
We
Jesse's-
just about killed him.
Yeah.
My Fitbit normally says 3,000 to 4,000 steps a day. We're at over 11,000 today.
Yeah.
My legs are dead.
Yeah. So, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get to rest your legs this holiday and sit in front of your TV and play the brand new,
What?
wonderful
Yes.
Mario Kart 8 Mark II Switch bundle with 3 months of NSO for $299.
I'm all over that.
Oh, that's an amazing deal. Tell
I'm
me.
trading my OLED in for this.
I don't have to tell you more because if you've shopped for a Nintendo Switch for the last 4 years, this is the bundle that you've bought.
Yes.
And this is the bundle that Nintendo is bringing to us
That is
again
very true.
this year. And y'all, they sent out a press release about it. They're proud of it.
Oh yeah,
They're
it's
proud of it.
very well
They're
done.
very proud of it.
Uh-huh.
It's not even OLED. It may not even be the Mark II. We don't know.
I think it is a Mark II.
I think they did put it in the last one.
Last year was Mark II.
All jokes aside, I think they put it in the last one. And so this is going to be available for Black Friday. But they also announced, in a kind of non-characteristic move that they've not done over the last few years, that various Nintendo games, first-party games, will be on sale at different kinds of discounts, including up to $20 off some games. I'm willing to bet that Super Mario Odyssey is still going to be $49.99.
Yeah.
Actually, Odyssey isn't even on this list.
Oh, it's not.
What's
so,
on the list?
Yeah, what's on the list?
Mario Party Superstars,
Good game.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild,
Great game.
Animal Crossing New Horizons,
Okay game.
okay, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening,
Good game.
Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, and Bravely Default 2.
Oh my gosh.
So those are $20 off. Then for 33% off, there's WireAware Get It Together and Big Brain Academy, Brain versus Brain. And then I don't remember what the full retail price is, but down to $60 is Mario Kart Live Home Circuit.
People still play that?
Sorry, what is that?
That's the
That's
Oh,
cheap part.
yeah. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
there's a game I don't know?
You know, the missed Labo opportunity.
Yeah. I've been wanting to get the Luigi one because
Did you see it was in the New York store?
I did not.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not.
Do you want
I
to?
don't know. I don't want to
get back tomorrow.
It's not.
I don't want to get.
and ship it back with me. No, I don't want it. On the
Yeah.
You could do what I did. The stuff I bought, I walked over to FedEx and shipped it.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Ellen D. Forbes says they really love your rating system.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there.
Give me more things. I'll rate for you right here.
Or
Yeah.
yeah.
That is the official. You know, we've never had an official grading scale other than the 11 out of 10 that I got roasted for Super Mario Odyssey 4 years ago.
But hey, there's only one game that's ever been 11 out of 10.
That's right.
That's right.
Super Mario Odyssey.
So
That's it's 5 years from now when they're still selling Mario Odyssey for $50.
Yep.
That's going to be on the box.
Box sticker. 11 out of 10.
Nintendo Dads. 11 out of 10. Still.
Didn't you review something recently? And I said, like, that's like the second time we've actually got a number on something. I thought you reviewed
I
something.
did not review.
I
did not review.
We had number 2 recently.
No, I probably should have, could have.
Yeah,
on Mario and
Rabbids,
Rabbids. There was extenuating
That's okay.
circumstances.
No, yeah, for sure.
But also that's really all of our news this week, except for Front Mission first remake got a date, November 30th. So if you've been really jonesing to play
Jesse,
Robot Strategy,
Are you really?
No?
oh, you wanted
you like strategy games.
I got the PR company hit me up and they're like, you want to
Let
go?
me tell you something.
I'll get a code for
Let
you.
me tell you something. Those strategy players are eating right now.
Yeah, they really are.
We're getting a new Fire Emblem.
Mhm.
We've got Mario and Rabbids. We got
Yeah.
the Front Mission.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, you know.
Sorry, before we move forward, a quick chat or a quick check with the chat. How is the audio, by the way? Is everyone coming in?
It looks like it's going red.
Yeah,
here
it
a
seems
lot.
like we're all right, but I just want
Nobody's saying it sounds bad.
That's good. Okay, I can't read.
So there you go.
It's good.
Well, I have to squint now. I'm getting older.
He says there's another fantasy critic game from Jesse. I did pick that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
By
maybe
the way,
that's what I was thinking.
My fantasy critic, by the way, for November or for October really hit off because I had Overwatch 2, Mario and Rabbids, and I had Borderland. What?
Sean Capri's review of the audio is shockingly okay.
And just kind of like how I feel like his podcast is. What?
With this ad hoc setup, that's fine. That's perfect.
Yeah.
It's coming in and out when you talk over each other. Well, we're getting a recording here, so hopefully that if we need to, we can. Oh yeah, Nintendo posted a health warning for Mario Party 1 and 2 for NSO.
Really?
Mikey,
They don't want
you. Yeah, because do you remember that? Like,
yeah.
you know, those games came out when Mikey and I were in college together, and we knew people who wore
I
their
had blisters.
blisters
Really?
on their hands because of the 64 controller.
No.
It's too easy.
No, it's way
It's
too easy.
Don't do it.
I was
Don't do
My children are watching, so I'm going to leave that. Here's a really
What I want to say about Front
Yeah.
Mission is we were previously given release window of November, and they gave us the last day in November.
They're not wrong.
You know. Here's the
They're
thing.
not wrong.
Here's the thing. Let's say this. Good for them. Good for them for sticking to their release.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. My fantasy critic, the last 3 games was this one, Call of Duty, which was meh, but then God of War is like nice.
That's what my son wants
Yeah.
for Christmas. He's getting God of War Ragnarok for Christmas.
Speaking of Mario Party
Yes.
coming out, 1 and 2,
It's
we're-
available now.
available now. We're at the Nintendo New York store,
Yep.
and
I got a hold of an
you got a hold of an N64 controller.
Apparently, you can
You
buy
can
it there
literally go to the
anytime.
Nintendo New York store and buy the controller.
You know what else? You know what else is in stock there? the OLED Splatoon model.
Yes. Yeah. It was great. It was.
It was very tempting.
They were.
But you did you have to.
They also had the Bayonetta 3 box set.
They had one. They had one.
Yeah.
And,
You just one more than they should.
Here's the thing. Not only did Justin Erler's like, Tim, don't you want to go buy a hat? In the Nintendo New York store, Justin's like, I was like, man, I really that OLED is really nice. I was like, I've thought about buying it for a while, and he goes, well, you could. You could buy that.
Whoa, that is.
You could buy that. And you said, he's like, you could just do a swap. And I was like, what are you talking about? I can't do a swap. You can't get $350 for a used OLED Switch. And you're like, but you can get $300. You can just float a 50 to it.
Yeah.
You are a siren.
I'm a salesman.
Siren
And
of
you
finance
just-
disaster.
Then when you were saying my wife would kill me or something like that.
No, I said that about the Lego Bowser. If I
Oh,
put it
yeah.
it fit my suitcase.
That's why I didn't bring a suitcase that size. I was like, girls. Well, and then you guys were throwing T-shirts at me like, you should get this, and I was like, no, but
Yeah, he easily just like.
Ammo says float a 50. That's what he said. You can float that 50. You can float. Like it's nothing. Like I understand. For a man of your stature, this is float a 50 might be. But then tell him what you said earlier. Tell him what you said. You're like, oh, thanks for paying for my controller. Now I can cover up all my spending. At the store.
yes,
Sorry, Jody.
I bought. Well, no, sure. Look at my wife knows. My wife knows what I bought at the store already.
Okay.
Because she said have fun. So, well, to a certain degree, financially.
I mean,
at the same time.
You can buy me a Lego Bowser if
Let's
you're
not be stupid. Let's not be stupid, right? The Nintendo Dad's corporate card doesn't go that far, right?
That's right.
Was the feet the top one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
I think it's better
I
now.
lowered it a little bit.
The voiceover money.
Yeah.
Baby Sale says, yeah, it's just 25 toonies.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. That is 25 toonies. Oh,
Trust financial advice from a man who's
Of course, we're
who's
talking
living
about-
what's called a loony.
We're talking about funny money, so it's really
Right. Yeah.
Everything here for me is 25% more
Listen.
on my market.
Yes, and everything here costs money.
Yeah.
Everything. I mean, like we were talking earlier, like we had to pay to check our bags. We had to pay to ride the train. We had to pay to ride the train from the airport. And we were thinking, like, are we going to have to pay to flush the toilet?
It's
And probably that they're going to get that next.
So true. Like I had a bit of a laugh, right? So we've been traveling all day, and I saw your message of like everything costs money, right? And I was like, well, what do you mean? And you're like, check bags. I have to go to a train, and I was like, what area of this country do you live in where like you don't need to pay money and everything's just high fives in the currency of like I want to get on the bus, high five, you can get on. Of course it costs money.
There's no buses where I live.
Okay,
There's
fair.
no trains.
So the train
There's
is going to you.
cars. There's cars.
Okay.
The train. I. This is how many times I've ridden a train. That's how many times.
3 today.
Three.
3 It's 5
Yeah.
today.
Subway was a new thing.
Southwest Airlines, no check bags, no fee. That's right. I had to pay to check my bags on United, but they gave me a stroopwafel, so it made up for it.
Very expensive.
$35 stroopwafel.
I love it.
Well, guys,
Oh.
that's our news. But look, I wanted to roll into this with the news. Okay, I wanted to give us everyone an update about basically how this weekend is going to go.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. And so it may be news to some people.
Yep.
But I thought we would talk about like what our plans are for the rest of the time we're here, because we're not going to be downtown in New York City the entire time tonight. This is just a stopover.
Yep.
It was basically a way to get to the Nintendo New York store, and for us, really.
Sure. That
Let's be honest.
Meet
And
up with the people.
meet up with people.
tomorrow.
Yeah. And then go on to where we're going to be for the rest of our time here. So why don't you come and give us a rundown? About that.
For sure. So tonight this episode's great, awesome. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time, we're gonna go back down to the Nintendo New York store, and we are doing kind of like a fan meet and greet from 10 a.m. to noon. And some of our other favorite friend content creators,
Not Sean Capri.
not Sean Capri.
He's not invited.
He's not invited.
He's not invited.
He invited himself.
Yeah,
He is invited.
I mean, it's a great example of just attaching yourself to someone's coattails, which is what I said Sean has been doing for years.
It was more like we were doing it,
Yeah.
and then it was like, oh, hey, I got this great idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it too.
For sure. That's a great point.
Yeah.
Now, people like the Nintendo pals, no, that's fine. Right? I 100% allow that to happen. But Sean, no, not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool.
I love you, Sean.
Yeah, we do. Okay, and for people who are like really confused, this is like what I would call a frenemy situation, right? Just for clarity here, because people I think on Twitter were getting a little bit confused.
Yeah.
We really don't hate
We
Sean.
love Sean Capri. He's
on
awesome.
carpool gaming or any
He's
of that.
fantastic.
This is literally jockeying for position with against each other in a hope to continue to raise more money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals and for Extra Life. So when people are upset, they're like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are taking shots at each other." Nope, that's not what's happening. It's just
all
to
in
push.
fun.
Yeah, it's all in fun to help push each other forward.
Is that why it looks like you're wearing a bulletproof vest with a badge on it? Because they're saying that in the chat.
100% why. It's 100% why. Yeah, made by Bench, the bulletproof vest, exactly. So we're doing our fan meet and greet tomorrow. If you're or meet and greet, community meet and greet. If you're in the New York area and you're able to make it, we'd love for you to be there. We really don't have plans other than we're going to be there for 2 hours. We'd love for you to be there.
No, if you're in the New York area, we don't want you to be there. You are required. You're required because really, when is this going to happen again? Let's be honest.
I just don't want someone to be like, well, I'm not going to work today because I'm going to go meet these 4 yahoos. Right?
Why would you not? Why would you want to work instead of meeting us?
It's a impromptu holiday for.
Yeah, it is. Don't have expectations that we have the top floor of the Nintendo store.
No,
because that's not.
No, we went up there tonight and asked, and they
Yeah.
were like, no.
I tried to name drop a little bit. I was like, "Yeah, we're the Nintendo Dads podcast," and he said, "Sorry, what now?" And I was like, "Cool. I see how this is going to be. All right." So that's what's going to happen, and then what's going to happen is Friday afternoon, about 1:30, if memory serves correctly, we are getting on a train and heading out to Rome. 1:20.
Board by 1:20.
Awesome.
To leave at 1:20.
Out to Rome, New York.
Boarding by 1:20.
Not Rome, Georgia.
Not Rome,
Not
Georgia,
Rome,
not Rome, Italy.
Italy. Whatever.
Italy. Out to Rome, New York, where that evening we're going to be meeting up with some other content creators. They're doing kind of an event before Extra Life.
A pizza party.
A pizza party. I love the idea
It's
of
been
it.
a long time since I've been invited to a
Yeah, I
pizza
know,
party.
right? Dave Moore likes to go to the pub for beers. I'm okay with that too. So it's going to be a great time. And then at 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Yes.
EDT.
Nailed it. Nailed it. We are going to be streaming live. We're going to be live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Similar to the layout you see here, because you can see over here. There we wait. One of these. There we go.
There's your
You can see the hospital scores and where we're at, and so Jesse can actually rotate through this. There's
Can I
there's
speak a thing here that Beaumont children, who's Beaumont? You and I and Jesse are severely deficient to Justin's. And so if people would like to donate even right now during this stream,
sure.
you can go over to Extra Life, extra-life.org. Type in Team Nintendo Dads or just Nintendo Dads.
Do we have like an auto prompt where you can just pop that right in the chat?
No.
Could you?
Only if we were.
He's a
only
wizard,
using
but he's
Twitch.
not that kind
Only
of
if
wizard.
we're using Twitch, but we're using multiple systems, so we can't.
Yeah. So we would love donations. That's what I'm saying. We would love for you to bump those donations up right now.
And legitimately, that would be fantastic to donate to the team. We're going to be streaming live. There's going to be different times throughout the 25 hours because it is daylight savings time. And then I'm going to be right about my Eastern Standard Time.
Right.
So there'll be different times of different members of us streaming, but we're going to be couch co-op. You're going to see us, and it's going to be an amazing
We
time.
have couches.
We do. We rented
Now,
couches.
there's a question here in the chat I want to hit. Mecca asked, is the meetup ending at 12 or 1:20? Well, it's ending at 12.
Ending at 12 because
so that we can get back to where we need to be to get on the train.
Yeah.
Actually, it ends for us at 12. All you guys, whoever's
sure.
going to be
Yeah.
there,
Sure.
Yeah.
can stay there and hang out.
Gosh, yeah. Hang out together. Take some.
You know what you can do? A Nintendo New York auxiliary, a Nintendo Dad's New York
Yeah,
auxiliary
for sure.
meetup.
That'd be amazing.
Right? So there you go.
I'd love that.
But yeah.
And then yeah, we're gonna be streaming until about 10 a.m. Sunday morning. And then
Standard
we're
time.
down standard time. See how I keep looking at you for this like
can you just
approval?
say-
Like I can't. Like, I'm like,
Instead of saying Eastern something time, just say Eastern time.
Eastern time?
Eastern.
Eastern time.
Like your mountain time.
Yeah,
I'm
because it's the only
Central
time
Time.
zone that matters.
No.
No.
Scott.
Matters and mountain. No. Time is God's time. You know?
So that's what we're doing. So
This is devil's time.
I would say, hey, over here, donate if you can. Be fantastic. We 100% appreciate it.
He said we can get lunch, and we can because you know what's right by the Nintendo New York store?
Five Guys burgers and fries.
And I need some greasy, spicy fries slammed in a brown paper sack
Oh yeah.
on top, underneath a hamburger. Yeah.
I saw some ramen places too down there, and some bubble tea. Like it looks good. There's a lot of. We got some food options. I'm excited for that.
All right. Well, y'all can go do that.
Landed.
Andros landed. All right, welcome Andros.
Welcome.
What else are you gonna say there?
No. Okay. So that's the main event.
Yeah.
Let's just say this: the main event is 10 a.m. Eastern, Saturday to Sunday.
Yes.
You're going to see us play couch co-op games. In fact, we asked earlier on Twitter today, what are some games that you'd like to see us play? And we've got some good suggestions. Justin, I'm hoping that we get some Nintendo Dads All-In Overcooked.
Yes.
I'm hoping that we get some Nintendo Dads All-In Turtles in Time.
Yeah, that is on. Oh,
And
yes. Yep.
Astro Duel Deluxe.
Yes.
Oh,
Also a game I've been playing from space.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm excited to see how that plays.
Yeah, I really wanted to get to that one.
Powerfall.
I have it, but never played
Really?
it.
Oh, I think
I don't have anybody to play it with.
Boomerang Foo.
Oh.
We can do some local
Yeah.
Killer Queen Black. Yeah.
Before it goes in.
We'll still do local efforts. And here's the other crazy thing. Because we're going to be with some of the amazing other content creator friends, we're going to be hopping over to their streams as well.
Yep.
So who knows? I might just jump onto a couch with Sean Capri and we're going to do some carpool gaming together. And then we'll throw fists a little bit, throw hands. Maybe we'll jump over the Nintendo Pals. We'll be all over the place. It's going to be an amazing event. And so if you're already following us on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook,
can we do that?
Continue to follow us on Twitter as well, because there's so much content that we're putting out.
Jesse has something planned for us.
There's someone put in the chat four-player Picross. And he asked if it was something we can do. My answer is yes, it can be done. The question is, can we find 4 people willing to do it?
I will do it. I will do it for the kids.
I'll do it for the kids.
For the kids.
Because I still have 2 of the large puzzles I haven't touched yet.
Okay.
But if we want to do smaller puzzles first.
Look at Tim being clutch while we're sitting here talking and putting the link to donate in the chat.
Here's the other part. Maybe you're like, hey, yeah, giving to children is great, awesome. I like supporting Nintendo Dads. We are also giving away prizes.
Gosh.
So for every donation, you are entered to win prizes. And let's talk about some of the amazing prizes that we have. Yeah. So you want to start off with what you have from is it Power A or PDP?
Yeah, so we've got some great stuff that has been donated by PDP Gaming. There's some controllers, there's some Pixel Pals, there's a few cases that we have to give away.
Donated to you.
We also have I bought a 30-ounce Bucky's tumbler that we're going to sign, and we're going to give that away as from the dads. Yep. We've also we've got what else do we have?
What's the thing that you got? The couch.
We also have a pair of couch consoles. Those are the little like cube things that you can put on your couch.
It was a Kickstarter, right?
Yeah, that we got 2 of them. We had since last year.
Yeah,
after last year's Extra Life.
Yep.
That we got. One's I think black and green, another one's gray and green.
Yeah. So
Jesse's going to give away a flip grip too.
Jesse's going to do
every year. I actually don't have any flip grips.
We're going to get you one and give away.
One.
The good folks over at Gooder have donated 10 pairs of glasses, 5 sunnies and 5 blue light glasses. So we're going to do pairs.
Yeah.
So winner will get one of each. So you can get an opportunity to try out those. That is fantastic. And then our good friend, Bruce Patterson, who did an amazing job last year, has created us again a Triforce that we are giving away. We are going to ship to them as well. He's welded it. It looks absolutely amazing.
Look, I'm going to see if I can bring this up.
Can you bring it up? Can you drop it in assets and then share a screen, or?
I don't know how.
I don't know if we can do that without.
Man, those are
look. I'm going to see if
there's only so much preparation I can do.
Yeah.
And they.
There it is.
You can't really see this right now, but Bruce has made this amazing Triforce. Yeah. It says The Legend of Zelda on the top piece, and he has painted it gold.
Yes.
And it is an amazing showpiece for any fan. We're going to be giving that away. And
I'm jealous.
And the ultimate prize that we're going to give away. Nobody knows about this yet.
What?
We're giving away a Ziploc bag full of Tim's beard hair trimmings and one of his hats chosen at random. It's going to be shipped to you with the beard trimmings inside the hat in the Ziploc bag.
Yeah, good. You know, so here's the funny. I was really concerned with where you were going. Because there are times that when we've done this show, I have just pulled a wild card. I'm like, we're going to give away this thing. And everyone just goes along with it. And I was like, what is Marty about to say?
We're giving away.
What is Marty?
We're giving away the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you get the next 400.
Yeah.
Because now we have his interest. Confirmed Mecha Dragon is a serial killer. Nice. Best time that could have seen.
Where is Robo Jesse? He just spoke, apparently.
Did your computer just go sentient?
It said, well, because if people put a message in it.
We're giving away a brand new car. we are. We're giving away
Mario packs.
Mario Kart Matchbox car.
Yeah.
No, there's all kinds of stuff, and really the ultimate prize.
Oh, that was donated to me because of my
Listen, can I tell you something? Your ultimate prize.
Yes.
The ultimate prize of Extra Life, if you donate, is this. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
It's destroying Sean Capri.
That is the ultimate.
And Megadads.
Yes.
At the same time.
If we get two birds with one stone,
it's like the
so
mega
happy.
powers.
Yeah, I'd be really happy about that.
We hit him on the Steely touch.
Right?
We hit him with the plunder, baby. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch over here. We're gonna get out of this news part. Anyway, here's what we want you to do: is we want you to be sure that you've subscribed to us on Twitch. Be sure you've subscribed to us on YouTube. Be sure you've subscribed. You're watching our Facebook page. That you've liked our Facebook page, so you get notifications about when we go live.
Mm-hmm.
And you can watch all of the mayhem unfold all weekend long. We expect no sleep. We expect complete viewer devotion, and we expect donations.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's just the way it works.
Nathan goes, did we miss the Nintendo World Hall? Album to say we probably won't show everything we gave away we bought because a lot of it is gifts for the family.
Yeah, there's at least everything in my bag is a surprise for my family.
I picked up something. I'll go grab that. Did you got things they can actually share that are not gifts for families?
I can share. I don't have anything.
While he's doing that, I'll also say people asked about are we going to play Pokemon Go?
This is what we talked about earlier. I got one of these.
And
that box is gigantic.
It's just huge.
It's ridiculous. It's as big as.
I don't have.
We made it so far into this episode.
I was only 40 minutes. He's 30 minutes.
So I didn't bring the setup to stream Pokemon Go, but I probably still will play it when I'm not on stream because it'll also be a community day.
Yeah,
that Saturday.
Yeah, for sure. There were so many things in the Nintendo New York store. We can talk a little bit about that experience.
Yeah,
but I'll show you what I because there is correct. There are some gifts and stuff we picked up that I don't want to show off. So you'll see them later at some point, obviously, as they're revealed for stuff like that. But I did pick up this, and I wanted to find something that was definitely New York, like it said Nintendo New York, because you can order a lot of the T-shirts and the stuffies and the games on a website. So I wanted to have something that was really New York. And so I actually picked up
this is cool.
This water bottle. This is
really
a steel water bottle, and it says Nintendo of New York on it. Mm-hmm. And it's got a good amount of weight to it.
Metal. I heard it go chink.
24-ounce bottle.
Yeah,
it sounds like it has something inside. Probably
there's nothing.
Probably
instructions on how to use a water bottle. So
fill bottle with water.
Right.
Fill or face.
Open top first.
I got this one with the Nintendo Store seal on it, the Bowser.
I think that's really cool.
Well, there is.
Is that the same as the coin?
They're legitimately
but it's
I thought it might be
Mario on that.
Yeah.
But this one has Bowser.
Yeah.
Plus,
So-
favorite color is black.
So just like as you guys are like what Justin was saying, there's some things in there. I bought some things for my kids.
Yeah.
I bought something for my wife there. I want to buy the Lego Bowser?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I did want to buy the Lego Bowser. But I'm depending on other people to buy me Lego Bowser.
You're open to your Christmas list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I might be open to some.
I'll say this. So like visiting the store.
Yeah.
It was a really cool experience, but I don't want to say that I was underwhelmed, but I do want to think like I feel like that in true Nintendo fashion, there is some missed opportunities there.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
we talked about this in line. Like why is there not like an exclusive color of Joy-Con that's only sold at the Nintendo store? Like
Yeah.
a Nintendo red Joy-Con with white buttons and sticks. Or it has the Nintendo New York logo on it, or that Bowser, or the Mario coin emblem.
Yeah.
You know, or something like that.
Mikey asks if we were properly whelmed.
I was whelmed.
Yeah, I think so.
I
Yeah.
thought the upstairs. Here's the thing. I think it's a really cool store.
Yeah.
It's definitely Super Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Like everything's bright and
Yeah.
clean.
Well,
and happy.
You even ask because you can buy games there, and they have the game cases that you just go up and you
Yeah.
basically the game, and they'll give you the case. But you even said you're like, are these colors brighter?
Yeah, it's almost like the colors on the game cases themselves are oversaturated to a point where like they pop
Yeah.
off there, and like you open these game cases up, which they're not shrink wrap games.
Yeah.
It's a game case. You open it up and it's just white on the inside. Like there's not even legal print on it, so you could tell like they've printed these off. But yeah, like here's a great comment right here from Ninfrendo. Why is there not a New Donk City shirt there?
For sure.
Why?
Yeah,
Like there's so many opportunities.
Yeah, and that's the thing we talk about because they do have like some Nintendo New York shirts that is like, oh, there's Central Park, and they replaced Link on a bench, right? And they have that picture of Times Square and Mario coming out of a sewer.
Yeah.
So there are some very Nintendo New York things, but it feels like it's just touch and go because it feels like it was kind of funny because Jody sent me a message. She's like, oh, what's there? And I was like, T-shirts and mugs and stuffed animals, right? Like there was nothing that really felt super exclusive. It does feel like they definitely could lean in a little bit more to that content there. The other thing that was sort of disappointing, you talked about it as well, is when I was here 8 years ago and they had this great museum case and they had like the Game Boy that was in Iraq and was destroyed.
Wasn't there.
And it wasn't there. They've now put it in this amiibo case, which is fine. And the clerk was saying that what they've done is they've now taken that and sent it to Redmond. And I think Redmond is now setting up a museum potentially. I don't know for sure. But
they'll just vault it.
Yeah, or it could be too, right? So I think it was one of those things of like it was great to be there, but I think there's definitely some things they could do a bit more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anna says, so there is a Link in Park shirt?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a link in
I will say this, that when you talk about terms of like what's in stock, the whole bottom floor is Mario.
Yes, yeah.
Everything Mario is in the bottom floor. They have they have a kiosk for like Mario and his friends, plushies, shirts. They have like a little standy kiosk type thing for all the villains.
Yeah.
They have an amiibo section. They have the games along the wall. They have a few stations where you can play games. If you go upstairs, though, there's other Nintendo games upstairs, and they're represented in various ways. Like the Metroid section literally had Tim's hoodie and 2 T-shirts, and the Samus and Emmy amiibos.
Yep.
That's it. The Splatoon section had some manga.
Yep.
It had 2 hats and some sweatpants.
Yeah, I would
that was
have bought the manga for my son, but we already have like a lot of the manga.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what we have.
Pokemon has a bigger section. I did like that they have a Pikachu in a Statue of Liberty costume. That was really cool. But there is this huge, massive screen that you have seen if you've watched the directs or the Smash announcements from Nintendo New York that you have seen over here to the side, and there was just a guy standing in front of it, this massive floor-to-ceiling screen, and he's just playing Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
They did have like all of like the glass, like what do you call them, dividers, like around the railing and everything.
Yeah.
All of them had Splatoon art on them. They had a
Yeah.
huge Splatoon standee down at the bottom, and of course the centerpiece is that massive Bowser statue
Yeah,
that's breaking through the wall.
There's a picture on our Twitter page, you and I, in front of it.
Also, a life-size Link with the Master Sword.
Yeah, so it was interesting. When I went 8 years ago, that Bowser was actually Donkey Kong.
Yeah, sorry.
So there's a barrel there still.
Yeah, that barrel's still there.
Yeah, the barrel's still there.
We were asked did the 4 of us play Mario Kart on the big screen. They didn't. The big screen had Sparks of Hope.
Just Sparks
That
of
was
Hope.
it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
and really like when you're coming along it on the outside, like when you're coming down the street on that side, there's all kinds of Mario and Rabbids art alongside the trailer is playing. The announcement trailer is playing constantly.
Yes.
I did love that. I don't know if you noticed this. The inside of the elevator was all Splatoon graphics around the wall. I took a picture with that in the background. It's my profile picture on Facebook now.
Yeah, nice.
It's a very cool vibe.
Yes.
I just think that there's like, if they leaned into that exclusivity more,
Yeah.
that it would really be a draw.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it is a draw already.
Yeah.
Let's not deny that it's a draw.
It got us
But-
there.
Right. That's why we're down here tonight.
So Chris 10AB, send a DM on our Twitter, and I'll hook you up with my friend code for that.
Yeah.
Okay. The other interesting part too is that you actually have the ability to check in at the Nintendo New York store on the
Yeah.
My Nintendo app and collect 100 platinum coins. And so I thought that was great, right? But you're like, When when I was in Gamescom,
Yeah. I now have 1,500.
yeah, you're like, it's great, right? When I was in
You must not buy it.
Gamescom, they had rolled out the
Not often.
My Nintendo, and you were there, and you went to the Nintendo booth and you scanned it, and they actually gave you something. So I actually got like a Nintendo lanyard.
Yeah.
So like right on the spot, they're like, scan it. They're like, oh, there you go, perfect, not a problem. Here you go. And so that would have been something nice if they had like a Nintendo New York exclusive, something like a keychain or something. That would have been, I think, great.
Can I-
Pins, yeah.
Yeah.
We went earlier today. We'll be there again tomorrow. at
Yeah.
10
Can,
a.m.
can I throw something out here?
Sure.
Tomorrow, can we pick up one of those water bottles and do it as a giveaway for Extra Life?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Let's do that. We'll pick up one of the Nintendo New York water bottles. You only get them in the store.
Correct.
And we'll do that. We'll do it as a giveaway
Yeah.
along with the rest of our
It's a
Extra
great-
Life stuff. Yeah.
What?
You don't get that. You don't get that.
Don't get what?
You don't get that. Control.
So yeah, that was kind of our time.
Justin brought me a Splatoon Pro controller.
I did. Yeah.
So I love this. It's really cool.
Nice.
Put that back over there. Don't steal it again. So let's round down our news. Why don't you tell us some things about our sponsor?
Sure. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, our sponsor is brought to us or by every single week of Manscaped. Now, we were walking through Times Square. We've put on a lot of kilometers since we showed up here. I'll be honest with you.
Can I tell?
Yeah.
I'll look it up. While you
Okay. Marty's going to pull that up. Well, let me tell you. I don't know about you guys, but I spent
5.71 miles.
5.71 miles. And I'm going to be honest with you,
11,000
thanks to Manscaped and their
We have arrived-
anti-chafing deodorant, we were unchafed, which was absolutely fantastic.
It was magical.
Yeah. The other thing I was thinking about it as I was walking through Times Square is I saw the big ball, right? The big ball that they have for New Year's Eve. And I thought, big balls, and it looks clean, it looks well, it looks good. And I thought, of course, Manscaped is another company that does that helps you look good and feel trimmed and comfortable there as well. So of course, if you like Manscaped products just like we do, and I'm going to be honest with you, showed up here, we're unloading our bags. Almost all of us have one of these. I think there are 4 of these right now.
The
The shed. 4 of these in our hotel room right now. These are fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely
Oh, yeah.
love. Whose is this?
I think it's
Right now.
yours.
This is mine. This is great. but I
Glad you weren't just looking.
I know. I was like, I don't know what's going on here. But I joked that we should have actually probably put names on all this because these are fantastic. I love the Manscaped shed. It's great for putting all your stuff in there. I've got my deodorant here. I've got my toothbrush, toothpaste, my hair gel, all the stuff that I need, all my Manscaped products that I need to be fresh as well. And hey, if you are interested in picking up Manscaped products, which we all 100% use, love the product as well, head over to manscaped.com. And use a promo code NINDADS, NINDADS, for 20% off and free shipping. Now, back to the show.
He goes, "Is that a fanny pack?" No, it's not.
It's not a fanny.
Not a fanny pack, guys.
It's not a fanny pack. So
There's a
in
belt
this,
clip. You can put it on your belt.
I will say this: that in this here,
Yeah.
you've raised $100.
Wow.
You got a $100 donation.
Wow. Thank you so much.
And it doesn't say from who, but I got a $25 donation from Mike. And his handle on Twitter right now is Extra Life Mike 2022. So thank you guys. If you donated $100 to Justin, thank you so much for
Thank you for whoever donated.
Yeah.
That is absolutely
For helping us reach our
Thank
goal.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can go to most of the reads are things that are pre-written and he reads, but yeah, today was off the cuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Stuff. Yeah.
So what do we want to do first, guys? Because we got 3. I feel like we've got 3 things left to.
2,000 or over 2,000.
We're over 2,000. We're catching up to Carpool. You know what? We're going to overtake them.
We're just gonna drive over. We're gonna run over Carpool Gaming.
Yeah.
That was a joke about automotive vehicles.
Yeah, I get it. It wasn't funny. Here's the deal. I feel like we've got 3 segments left
Sure.
in the show.
Yep.
Okay, we've got some special presentations.
Yes.
That we're going to make. We also have lots of questions and comments
Yes.
from the fans. And I thought we would talk as we gathered here together a little bit about what we've been playing,
Sure.
lately. So, what order do we want to do
Let's
these in?
do presentations.
Okay.
So having everyone together allows for some very special presentations. This, and I was saying to the gentleman before we went on air, 8 years ago we started with a stupid idea, right? which was literally meeting Zach Erickson in a Tim Hortons and saying, "I like video games, and you look like someone who'd like to hang out together, and let's do a podcast." And we had no idea what would happen. And so 8 years later, 400 episodes later, a community has found a home in a corner of the internet.
I have never seen this number so high.
And
It's crazy.
it has been incredible to see the show bloom and change and grow and have different hosts and have different perspectives. And we have been through a lot. Not only the 4 of us, but also as a community. We have been through times of celebration. We have been through times of sorrow and challenges. But a community of individuals who love, support, and are there for each other was formed, which was something that we never thought. There is a lot of work that goes in every single week and every single day from these gentlemen, and then from amazing content friends and members of the community who support us and who contribute, and their new podcast that have spun out. And what I wanted to do is take a moment to celebrate some of the things that have happened here. And to make we always joke about this being a business, right? And so in businesses, there are sometimes award ceremonies. So today we are having an award ceremony and presenting some awards for the Nintendo Dads. I would like to first present an award to the longest serving employee of the 8 years. Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to present Jesse Waldak with his Employee of the Year.
Are these the Nindies?
These are the Nindies. These are exactly it. Trophy. And so,
Oh my God.
Mr. Waldak, Employee of the Year,
That is amazing.
Jesse Waldak, 2014 to 2022. Sir, congratulations on this Lifetime Achievement Award.
Thank you.
Absolute gentleman and a scholar. Thank you, Jesse.
What's it say here? Let's read it here.
Nintendo Dad's Employee of the Year 2014-2022, Uncle Jesse Waldak.
I never knew Jesse before we got together for a podcast.
Yeah, Zach brought me
Zach
in.
brought him in, and it has been. And I think sometimes I'm a bit of a character, and we rub off each other sometimes. That's
Boy, are we
wrong
characters.
words. We have characters sometimes, but genuinely, Jesse, the work that you do, the support, you are key for this to occur, and I would never want to do this without you.
Yeah.
So thank you for being part of this.
Thank you.
I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
We're sorry we drug you all over New York.
Yeah, I thought we were going to kill Jesse at one point. I turned over and he was breathing heavy, and I was like, "Oh shit, he might die right now." And then here was my thought: I don't know how to run this thing.
that
That was my first thought.
Everything on this table is mine except for a microphone.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my god, we're gonna die."
a water bottle, a phone, and a microphone is all that's on this table.
Yeah, exactly. The next award I want to present is for an individual who has stepped into a role that I think it was challenging when we brought him on. 5 years ago, Marty joined us as we were transitioning off to Zach. I was moving to Ireland, and we needed to find a person who fit perfectly with our group. And there was no doubt that Marty was it, and he is the most long-standing host. He brings the energy, he brings the enthusiasm, and he stepped right into that host chair and has been running the show perfectly and amazingly for the last 5 years. And we could not do this show without him. And so, Mr. Estes, we would like to present you with the MVP award for Nintendo Dads.
Oh,
So thank you very much, Marty. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much
Thank
for it. Yeah, so happy that you're part of this team. And yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Mr. Timothy Aw.
yeah.
Now, Tim is a workhorse. He is an absolute beast of a gentleman. He does so much work behind the scenes that you don't see.
Absolutely.
And he probably keeps us more level-keeled and going than anyone else does. I usually have crazy ideas, and Tim's like, well, what about this? I'm like, that's a better idea, Tim. And much smarter than my idea, so I appreciate you. And one of the things that you might not know about Tim, or that Tim is very humble about, is that Tim, ladies and gentlemen, this year, for 2021, was our Nintendo Dads Predictions Champion.
That's right.
And it is a award that we do not talk lightly about. Right? There is smack talk. There is
Oh my gosh.
There is so much about it. We jest about it, but we really wanted to formalize it. We really wanted to make it something that was worthy of it. And so we have a very special presentation.
Oh, we do.
for
we
Tim.
do. Because, Tim, you need to sit down for this.
You want to grab a seat over here now?
Yeah, okay. Sit down over there.
Um,
Because here's the deal. I hope people can still hear me as I'm saying.
yeah, can you guys still hear Marty?
Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm gonna put my head back in here. We cannot just do a prediction thing
No.
and not do it well.
Correct.
And so hang on, I got to dig in here and get it because
Yeah, can you close your eyes?
yeah.
Because this is something that, like,
This is actually two parts.
this is two-part. Yeah.
Okay. So first and foremost, when someone achieves greatness,
Yes, like Tim has.
we have to honor them in a
100%.
great way. And Tim, you were the most correct Nintendo dad in 2021. Justin had to remind me what year it was.
I did, yeah.
Too, by the way. So we have started a brand new tradition with Tim and for everyone here, and we award you, Tim, this. So you can open your eyes now. This certificate of achievement
Oh my gosh.
that is proudly presented to Timothy All for being the most correct Nintendo dad during the 2021 prediction
That's
episode.
fantastic.
It's signed by each one of us.
Yes.
That's
As
awesome.
and this is starting a new tradition. Every year, someone will receive
Love
one
it.
of these.
This is awesome.
Now
Nice glare.
but I guess I would say this, there's just
Yeah.
one more thing.
It's like an
We're
apple.
not quite done.
Yeah.
So, Tim, if you want to grab a seat again, close your eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is I'm so excited.
Yeah. So listen, this and look, this. Yeah.
This
So like we said, this is not just something that we're going to take lightly.
correct.
And so if there is
There's a weight to it.
if there's a weight to it, if there's something, there has to be a prize worth winning.
Correct. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And so we have created a very special prize.
Correct. I would say 6 pounds of weight.
Oh yes. We have created
Wow.
the official Nintendo Dads
You can open your eyes.
Prediction Championship belt that will travel to
Correct.
the winner
Oh
of
my gosh.
the new of each
That's
prediction
awesome.
show. It says Nintendo Dads Prediction Champion. Congratulations, a winner is you.
Yes.
And
so,
has
Jimmy,
custom
Look at this thing.
Nintendo Dads side plates.
This is freaking
Tim, can you put it on? I just wonder. I can't wear it.
Yeah, you want how you want?
Acknowledge him. Acknowledge him.
Wow.
So, Tim,
Acknowledge me.
the prize is you get to take this home. You
Yes.
have to find a way to put it in your luggage. It is 6 pounds.
6 pounds and you like
I
it.
did,
Yeah, the X-
I did worry about getting it back here
Okay.
after I've had it for 2 months. It feels like it's been in my office. People come in and they're like,
Wow.
"What is that?" And I'm like, "It's our podcast prediction championship." They're like, "Oh,
You're
okay."
here.
Yeah.
So Tim, you are the reigning predictions champion
Okay.
until
To somebody else.
January.
So they're asking if he's going to wear it all day on Saturday.
Oh my
I'm
god.
hoping so. Do you want to stand up? Do you want to see the? I'm just
Yeah. Button it for him.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna have to. Okay, Lee Navarro, whoever. We're gonna have to have some entrance music
There you go.
for Tim.
I don't know.
There you go.
Loose. That's way too loose.
Now, Tim,
Drop
Tim,
the drawers back.
let me tell you something. You can't just wear that. Okay.
Okay.
I was like, what else do you have for him?
No, no. I'm saying you can't just.
I can't just. It can't just be
okay,
this and no
It can't just
clothes.
be that.
Yeah.
It can't just be.
There you go.
So there's that. Yes, a prize worthy of a champion.
That's awesome.
So there you go.
That is funny. I love it.
That is, yeah. There you go. What's the chat say to that? By the way, I don't know if it's how. You want any feedback?
It's beautiful. Tim needs to wear it every episode from now on. That is all elite.
I'm gonna have to find a special.
Can you?
Can you smell what Tim's cooking?
That's awesome.
2023 predictions in a cage.
Cage match.
Cajun. Yeah. The fun part is we're gonna have to ship that around wherever it goes.
That's the hard part. Will be if you win.
Yeah.
Look, I had the idea. I was like, let's do this. And I mocked it up and we did it. And I showed it to Justin and he was like, oh my God, we've got to do that. So then I got it. And
Is it TSA safe? It got here.
it got here in my suitcase. It has to be checked. All right. So
Oh, yeah.
the
I thought I was getting
You
rid of
just-
some weight.
look, the more I fiddled with it on the website, I was like, well, we could do the red belt, the red leather. We could do the red on the thing. I was like, he was like, can we get our logo on there? I was like, oh yeah, we can get our logo on there.
Oh
It
yeah.
turned out,
Oh yeah.
turned out amazing. And so Tim, congratulations, man. I'm jealous.
I am.
I'm jealous that you get the
I
thing
am
first.
so honored to be the first title holder.
And so what we did is, since this is going to move around,
Yes.
every year the predictions champion will also win a certificate of achievement
Okay.
that they will be able to keep, because you can't keep this forever. All right. You
Love
can't,
he just throws her shoulder. He's like,
yeah, you can't. Keep
no,
it
it's
forever.
mine now. It's mine.
So can we confirm that Tim is the tall one?
No, we're all about the same size.
Yeah.
I am definitely the shortest of the four.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, I think we're all about the same.
Can
yeah, we're about.
I got my shoes off though.
Yeah,
King Guatemala asks, can we have a cage match on Sunday?
sure. Why not? Right?
So glad this is live. This is awesome. Hang it over your shoulder. Strike a pose.
Yeah.
Uh,
Legitimately, what we are going to do though is we're going to do photo shoots with all of it, so that when whoever wins, we've already got them the bank, and we can just be like, here's
Yeah.
the end.
yeah.
By the way, we're not done yet, Justin.
Yeah.
Surprise?
We're not done yet.
You've been sneaking around everybody's backs, working on all these things.
Yeah.
We snuck behind your back and also got you something, because you are the man who's been working behind the scenes, getting us all these codes, working out the whole team, not just us, but all the creators, getting us those codes, doing all the negotiations and all the sponsorships and all that kind of stuff. So
Oh, I know what the.
and
Yeah.
you are the man. You are the shining. You get the Shining Star Award for business, Justin. Massive.
I
Wow.
love it.
Wow.
And you guys, look here. He won't talk about this,
Look at that.
but you guys don't know the day in, day out, all the emails he sends, all of the contacts that he makes, all of the times that we email and be like, okay, what did you need me to do again? And he tells us, or hey, did you get that thing that I told you to do? And now it's been 3 or 4 days, and we really need to get that. And scheduling stuff,
Just like a real business manager would.
yeah, I mean, taking such good care and doing, all of the work that needs to be done really behind the scenes to make sure doing all the things behind the scenes that you do to make sure that the ship stays upright, right? That the train stays on the tracks. I mean, I'm trying to be serious here, and you're over there with a belt hanging on. You're like the daggum fiend. Anyway, Jesse is like the technical train on the tracks. Tim is the logistical or the community train on the tracks. you are the business and logistical side of the tracks, and I'm just like, I don't know what I do.
You know what? We're just happy you're here.
I'm just happy to be here too. I'm just happy to be alive.
This is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys.
This
I appreciate y'all.
is fantastic. You know what? I am so honored and privileged that we get to do this together.
You're the jump up superstar.
I am the jump up superstar. This is so much fun. And I love hanging out with you guys every single week.
No?
This is
Well,
Thank you.
now let's just shut the show down right now. Let's go eat beaver nuggets.
Sure, yeah. I don't want to stay in
Now that we've got all our stuff, get out now.
I do have a Pokemon minute. Shall I run through that real quick while you're preparing?
Hey, I
Also-
forgot your Pokemon.
Also, thank you, folks, in the Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. I don't know what's the number at.
What the numbers? What?
30 people watching. We had it was 31 at one point.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
15 right now.
and more donations. Oh my gosh, this is
Still
incredible.
50,000.
This is so incredible. Thank you so much for being here, folks.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Hopefully you're having as much fun as we are. This is, like I said, this is a very different show. It's a bit chaotic. But, sure, why would it not be, right?
Yep.
But we have
That's
a
who we are.
Poke a Minute.
Pikachu.
Oh, I hate you all.
Beautiful. Hey, Pokemon Go November updates. List of events this month. Dratini Community Day Classic on November 5th. Team Go Rocket Takeover from the 14th to the 17th. Teddiursa Community Day on the 12th. Elite Raids on the 13th. I've talked about them before. We'll see hopefully they improve things. I doubt it. Astral Eclipse event from the 23rd through the 28th. A yet to be announced event on the 27th. November raids, Giratina Origin Form and Mega Banette continues to be in raids until November 8th. After that, Ultra Beast Guzzlord and Mega Gyarados will be in raids until the 23rd. Then Nihiligo and Mega Houndoom will return to raids until December 1st. And the November research breakthrough encounter is Starmie. My face was hidden that entire time with my
It wasn't that painful.
I literally zoned out. Like, I was actually thinking, I was like, tomorrow, is it nice enough to wear shorts? That was actually where my brain went. And then I was like, I brought sandals. And then I was like, but the New York streets are kind of a bit weird and sticky and gross sometimes, so maybe I don't want to.
I did step in something sticky earlier.
Right?
Right in Times Square.
Seth says we get to see Justin's soul leave his body in real
In real
time.
time. That's exactly what just happened there. It's like,
Who is this? Butternog 23. Marty is my favorite host. Well, we'll just stop right there. Marty is my favorite host. Jess is my favorite commentator. Tim is most like me in age. Jesse is most like me personally. Much love for all four of these dudes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you so much, guys.
It's
So, maybe let's just talk a little bit about what we've been playing lately.
sure, let's do it. Sounds like
You don't even remember, do
I
you?
don't.
Week to week.
really.
I don't remember either. I didn't push.
And then after we do this, we'll get into some questions. We've got lots of comments
For
from
sure.
the community, and we want to talk about that. But let's start over here with you, Tim. What have you been playing lately?
So I actually didn't play anything I expected to play in the plane, and ended up playing Monster Train because it was on sale for the Switch. So
Nice.
it was like 50% off, I think, on the US eShop. So, but I got to play some of that. And then before getting on the plane or other days, I played more of the Pinball Wizard game and actually got through a whole run without dying, all 21 floors and beating the game.
That's
So,
great.
But I had help with all the skills I acquired from playing the game, but I got through all of it. Now what I've been doing is trying to get high scores, because when I was at second place on the dungeons, I've dropped down like in the teens.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to bump up my high scores there to see if I can get higher on the high score list.
I noticed that it was trying to connect online, and of course I was in airplane mode because I also tried to play this a little bit on the plane, and I'm like, why? Okay, the leaderboard. I forgot about
Leaderboards,
that.
yeah.
He did mention that.
Yep.
So I haven't played it with internet connection yet to know what the leaderboard looks like.
Yes.
That's great.
And I did spend like all day, Wednesday night, going through each and every game that's already on my system to make sure it was updated. So when
Yeah.
we run into the issue, if I was
I
going to
did
play
not
it.
do that. I'm a mad dude.
But I ended up not touching any of them anyways. So because the plane,
I did make a group, not a folder.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I did make a group called Extra Life 2022 with all the games that are suitable co-op multiplayer.
sure.
And I'm gonna
Correct.
tell you guys, I suck at multiplayer games, so I'm gonna have fun
And
playing.
I
with
rarely
you guys.
play them.
Listen, at least we know who the weak links are.
Yeah, right. Well, I've known that for a while.
David says, please do all the intros a cappella from now on. Yeah. Justin, what you been playing?
I've been playing a game that just came out today. Great, yeah, just came out today. From Space,
Yeah.
and this is by Curve Digital, as memory serves.
Yeah, but what's it called?
From Space. Well, it's funny because behind the scenes curtain, right? Tim does all of our thumbnails, and I'll usually most of them, right? So I'll send over to Tim. I'll say, hey, Tim, can you do a thumbnail for this game? And he does a thumbnail, and I'm just great. And I saw this one, and I was like, well, that's not the right game. And interestingly enough, this company had put out another game that was called From Space. The aliens came to eat my brains, or something like that.
It came from space.
It came from space.
I played
and
that.
ate our brain.
And I did the video.
Yeah, in our brains. And so I was like, the enemies are the same, but this is a very different game. So this is called From Space, and what the best way I can describe it, it is very 80s themed. Actually, some of the musical cues sound a little bit Stranger Things-esque, and it reminds me of this. Go with this, playing Rainbow Six Extraction, but as a top-down twin-stick shooter.
Okay.
And it is
Me interested.
it is very, very cool. You basically, aliens have invaded this area. You have to extinguish them or finish them out of an area. You need to rescue people. You're a special ops individual, and you have weapons that upgrade. And then you bring people on missions. And there are loot boxes that you find that have extra gear and weapons and crafting. It's very cool. I've only been able to play the single player part of it, but there is an online component of it, and I'm pretty sure there is couch co-op as well. And it's called From Space, and I'm really digging it. There are some little bit of bugs I've seen in the system. I'm really hoping that we'll see a patch in maybe the next couple of weeks just to clean out a couple of them. Now, I had a pre-launch edition, so there may have been an update today that I just haven't seen that come through. But nothing that was game-breaking, but just a little bit like the load time was a bit laggy at times, and the graphics took a couple of moments to set. But From Space, I think you should really check it out. I think it's actually like super cheap on the eShop. I think it's like $15, if that, and I think it's Canadian. We're going to be playing it on stream during Extra Life as well. But that's From Space, and I've been playing Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Is it just loading right now? Sparks of Hope, and I'm on the second Biodome now. I was playing that actually on my flight today.
It's actually on sale right
sale.
now to go. So From Space is on sale right now. 20% off. It's $11.99. Normally $15.
I would say pull the trigger on it. It's well worth it. I'd highly recommend, just even from the experience I played with it as well. But yeah, playing Mario & Rabbids in the second Biodome, absolutely loving it. I'm now at a spot now where I'm actually able to put 2 sparks on each of the characters, and that's kind of a bit of a game changer.
Yeah, it is.
And when we talked to Josh last week about Mario & Rabbids, he talked about how that kind of really changed things, and I thought it's been great. I've been absolutely loving that game. Kind of running with the same crew, though, for most of it. It's always like Mario, usually Princess, a Rabbid Princess, and then usually Luigi in there from a sniper perspective. But yeah, absolutely loving that game, though. It's been great.
Yeah. Okay. What you been playing, Jesse?
Right, so yeah, on the plane, I did play a little bit of Mario and Rabbids. I don't think I'm as far as he is. I'm still in the second world where everything is still iced over. I played a little bit of Pinball Wizard. I think I got to the point where I died the first time. Might have been the third or fourth stage. It was the first the first one with the screen scroll. I don't know if Tim knows what that is.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you, or are you just making that up?
I don't remember
We're on top
exactly
of-
which
we're on
floor
top of
it
things.
is.
Okay. On top of things.
But I know what you-
And then I took like an hour of just nothing. I needed to relax, and it did work well. Knowing I'm going into a city that I'm not going to enjoy very much.
You've been a real champ today. I'm going to say that. You've been a real champ.
He's really pulled it out.
Yeah, literally.
And then earlier in the week, I was playing more of Dragon Quest Builders 2. I'm in I think the third major island. I think I'm almost done with it, and which is probably 2/3 to 75% through with the game.
That's great. Nice.
That's why I'm not finishing it.
So I haven't really been playing anything because we're closing in on the end of the semester. And for those of y'all who may have not watched or heard, I'm going back to school to get my master's, and so we've got like 4 weeks left. Well, 3 after this one. So starting the 12th week of the semester next week, and so in preparation to come here. I did a lot of cramming things in and had projects that I needed to do, but I did play a good bit of Sparks of Hope. I'm farther than any of you guys. I'm in the 3rd area. I've gotten 2 new party members.
Nice.
One of which I'm kind of about, and one of which I'm A+ on.
Okay. All right.
So good, so awesome when you finally get. Well, I mean, it's not. I guess it's a spoiler because they showed it in the trailers, right?
Yeah.
So you get at the end of Pristine Peaks, which is the second one, you get Rabid Rosalina.
Okay.
And she helps you fight the final boss. There's 4 characters on screen instead of 3.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which you need her because the final boss.
Then going forward, is it always 4?
No.
Okay.
No, it goes back to 3.
Okay.
But very soon after you get to the 3rd level, which is Palette Prime, which is like this fall world, like fall,
like season,
like the
like
season
Okay.
fall world,
like pumpkin spice.
an autumn world. Pumpkin spice is referenced. So 2 things happen at Palette Prime. Number one, the difficulty ratchets up, as is wont to do in a Nintendo game, or Nintendo's titles. It seems like about mid-game, everything goes up. However, you can ratchet your difficulty down, which I appreciate about this game. You can do it by different battles. You can change the difficulty. But the other thing is you get Bowser, and when you get Bowser. Jesse is worried Man-Bad is going to pop up in New York City. Is that?
Because I mentioned Man-Bad in my spooky.
That's right.
Last week.
Yeah. So here's the thing: if Man-Bat pops up, I'm punching you because that thing is terrible. it's terrible. It's a why?
Why would you punch Jesse? You're supposed to punch Man-Bat.
Because I'm he's the one that mentioned it and summoned the thing, and I'm running. I'm getting the heck out of here.
Fair.
All right. It's kind of like that episode of The Walking Dead, where Shane shoots the guy in the knee, shoots Otis in the knee, and leaves him behind for the walkers to kill.
Yeah.
You're getting Man-Bat's getting you. I'm sorry, you called me.
Punch you in the face.
You brought him in. You said it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you get Bowser, and you immediately get dropped into a boss fight with Bowser, where you have 4 people again.
Okay.
But you really have to use him. It's more of the boss fight that you're in is more of an obstacle. It's more about the map than it is about fighting the boss.
More like a puzzle.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. You're collapsing the floor in different parts of it to hurt one of the Spark Hunters.
Oh.
So far, fantastic, wonderful game. I love Mario and Rabbids Sparks Hope. It's I keep going back to it, and I want to play more than I get time for.
Yeah.
So I'm chipping away at it, just little by little. Yes.
I have a question.
Okay.
For you guys playing this, how does it affect you guys when you see all these other people I finished Sparks of Hope,
It does.
roll credits or whatever? Doesn't affect you?
No.
Okay.
No. We saw that's great because we saw Joshua today. He posted he's 100% 56 hours. I think it was
56 hours.
56 hours. Yeah.
So I'm at 39% as when I loaded it up today. I did a good chunk, so I don't know if that added to the percentage. I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, that doesn't bother me because right now I have to be on my own schedule. In December, I don't have any school till the middle of January. I'm going to play a ton of video games. However, the other game that I've been playing is Fortnite has sucked me back in.
Oh, has it? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that
What
level
about it sucks you
100.
back in?
I
That's
think
the hard question.
Yeah.
That's the hard question.
But here's the deal. I was kind of sour on it at the beginning of the season. Didn't really get it, but I was playing and I was progressing and it was going. But here's the thing. For me, it's almost like a comfort food. I kind of play it and put my mind, switch it off and play a few rounds and then be done.
Okay.
So the more I progress, the more I want to progress. I don't really care about Spider-Gwen being the level 100.
Okay.
But I would like to get that. I would just like to do a level 100 and be done.
Yeah.
All right. And I always enjoy the Fort Nightmares stuff that they've done, and I thought it was good this year. There's some really cool weapons in right now. Like, I don't know if you've been playing, like the explosive goo gun. And
Yeah,
stuff.
I played that. Yeah,
And there's the right now it's Skywalker week, so there's a bunch of Star Wars stuff back in with different challenges for that. So I'm cool with that.
yeah.
But that's really all the time all the stuff I've had time for. I'm hoping I did buy Jackbox Party Pack 9, and I'm hoping that we get a chance to play that together.
Yeah.
With maybe invite some other people on and do that during Extra Life, or invite the audience on.
Yeah.
And do it during Extra Life.
100%.
I really do think that we all need to do a round. It's not on 9, but we all need to do a round of the Champed Up, the game,
Okay.
where you design your own superhero.
Nice.
This is where a few years ago Dan from Retro Logic designed Sonic, the literal stick of dynamite.
Yeah.
Favorite
Like
one.
that's part of the lore, right?
Yeah, he helped us become who we are.
Yeah.
But that's what we've been playing.
That's great.
How about we hit some community questions?
Let's do it. Wow, that was good. I was like, I was there for the ride. I was going to jump in. I was just like, tell me more.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll start here with questions from our Discord. We'll move on to some comments from Patreon and Twitter.
Yeah.
How about that?
For sure.
All right. So first question here. I love that we get to answer these all in the round right here. Zablanc John asks us this. His question: Hey dads, congrats on your first show in person with one another. I bet it's weird, but but fantastic experience that you're having right now. My question for you all is this: Who smells the best?
Wow.
Everybody's drinking. I will say that when
out in the morning.
I will say that when Justin walked in earlier, you were doubting whether you'd used deodorant earlier today.
I did. I had a moment.
You had a nice odor,
Thank
a
you.
nice smell.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Musk.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was Canadian.
It was,
it smelled like a little bit a mixture of maple syrup, donut holes, some coffee,
that sounds about right.
and a sweaty lumberjack for effect.
You're not too far off. That's how I would.
It's some sawdust.
That's how I would describe my musk.
Like a little
You know?
sawdust.
I was gonna say I didn't smell anything, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I can also say, like, also just in general, New York kind of smells funny. So there's a lot of odors and smells going on here.
Yeah, it's really fun if you waft of pot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Is that why I've been wanting to snack so much here?
I'm actually shocked that bag of food hasn't been eaten.
I've just said several times as we were outside of the Nintendo New York store earlier, and this guy walked by. This group of people walked by, and Tim literally out loud goes, "Ugh."
That wasn't me. That was Jesse.
Probably with me.
It was so.
Did you guys catch the guy in Times Square who was trying to sell us pot?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
I bought some.
That's what I figured it was. Yeah.
Great.
We're gonna eat a lot of cheese.
What he's really talking about is that we have all decided that we're going to go out tonight, and then we have these clay pots, and we're gonna hold them above our heads and go, yeah.
I did not buy pot. Just let everybody know.
No.
Just in case any wives are watching, we did not buy any.
No offense to anybody.
Yeah.
But I don't know which state at this point smelled the worst, New Jersey or New York.
It's a tough.
Because you flew in.
Yeah,
you
I did.
in
I flew in New
Like
Jersey.
I came off the plane and I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's a smell. That's a smell.
There are some new smells that we
New-
can introduce
some
to.
new smell. Some new odors.
You're here for the show, but we stayed for the smells. You know.
Yes.
This HL adds to John's question,
Okay,
which
yep.
smells it. Who did the most touching?
I hugged everyone.
I hugged it.
I was a hugger. I think you were going for a handshake, and I went in for a
I did not hug Jesse
Well,
though, because he had just walked
I
in
usually
from
do
like
both.
Auburn from
Do
the
you?
bus, and I could tell I was like he's kind of sweaty.
Yeah.
That's how I.
Yeah.
That's how I usually.
Yeah.
So that's why I was going
All right,
for it. But
we're queuing up a business question.
Sure.
For you. Here we go.
Okay.
People wanted business, Justin.
Yeah.
On the
All right, here we
show,
go.
So here we go. Here it is. Here's knowing. This is from Hoots.
Okay, Hoots.
Knowing Ubisoft, how much do you think Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope Gold Edition will cost on November 25th?
$20 USD. $20 USD.
Assassin's Creed just released last week. $20.
$20 USD. I'm actually shocked that they're able to do that with the Mario franchise associated with it. I'm shocked that Nintendo was not like. So if you're a person who's on the fence about Sparks of Hope and you're like, I don't want to spend that gold edition for like $100 or whatever it is, I kid you not. By December, it will be down to $20.
Well, I guarantee you, it's going to be on sale at Walmart, and Target, and Best Buy.
Yes, yeah.
And maybe even digitally.
Maybe even
GameStop digitally.
Yeah. Ubisoft is so good for like 4 weeks of full price, and then they hard cut it. So you can get it on sale soon.
Here's our next question. Well, actually, I wanted to throw this out. Ebucel answered this in the chat and said, free plus they will give you another game for free. You get Assassin's Creed Black Flag for free. Frosticles asks us this. What online multiplayer games are you planning to play this weekend so we can download and update if required? I think we already kind of answered this.
I'm going to say Fortnite is going to definitely be on the docket. Overwatch 2 might be on the docket, depending on how we...
I mean, if you can't... Why play if you can't play May?
Right. Yeah, well, that's exactly it, right? What else might be on the docket? I don't think Apex will be.
I would think
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart definitely.
Mario Kart's definitely gonna be on there.
Smash.
What else you got on the list?
Turtles.
He's got a list, by the way.
We made a list.
Yeah, we got all these games that I did post in our Discord. But we got
3.
I invited you to add to it, and I don't think you ever did.
I did.
Okay.
So notice how well I am. I was like, oh, we have a list.
Monopoly and Risk.
Can you post that list again?
We did it in Discord.
Okay.
Boomerang REL channel.
Boomerang Fu, Among Us.
Yep.
Okay.
TMNT.
I see a question here in our chat. We're going to answer. Well,
Among Us.
So we've got these Among Us. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Whatever. We've been keeping it open too.
Yeah.
So it's like, because this is the first time we didn't have a get together for.
there's going to be some Mega Man at some point.
Yeah.
There has to be.
Yeah. Oh, Dr. Mario.
Oh.
So you were on the call yesterday you were doing a live chat, and I joined in the call.
Yeah.
And I was picking up Jody. And when I called you, I was on the church's Wi-Fi.
Do we have to play?
I know, because I drove away and it didn't connect over. And I was about to kind of get Jody to try and do some smack talking because she's going to bring the heat. So every single year that we do Extra Life, my wife, who is if there was a championship belt, my wife is a Dr. Mario championship.
We should get her.
We should get her. We should get all the wives a championship belt for putting up with our shit. Do you know what I mean? For the last 8 years. No, we're not timestamping that. We're live.
This is live and
Yeah, but you still timestamp the audio.
Sure. Okay. But now I have to make it work. I don't like doing that much. So yeah, you're gonna have to play Jody for Dr. Mario Championship.
Can
So
anybody else do it this year?
nope. It's a tradition. I'm gonna run commentary though. I'm gonna like esports commentary.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it while they're playing Magic the Gathering.
That's fine.
All right, 20 minutes of destruction. She.
I'll have to work out with Jody's availability. But
That's fine. That's fine. We'll do it when she's
so
available.
you may win because there's going to be a horrible connection.
Well, we'll do the lag retention.
Whatever you can to win.
Mega Dragon. Now let's take a side tour.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
Question that's in the chat.
Yep.
He says, "What was your first reaction to New York City?" Can I be honest? I don't mean this in a bad way at all. It was I can't live here, and here's the thing. It's just that it's not that it's a bad place.
Mm-hmm.
It's that I'm not used to it, and I haven't grown up here, or I haven't lived here long enough. I imagine I would adapt, but my first thought was I couldn't do this every day.
Yeah.
Couldn't ride trains and do all kinds of crazy stuff just to get around. I can't do that. I just like to get in my car and drive there. That's what I do.
Simpler life. I don't mean that disparagingly.
Right?
Like
No, I mean it's I live in a town of 7,000 people.
Yeah.
There's 7,000 people like in this building.
Block. Yeah.
Yeah, the buildings are 12 to 20 stories
He's
tall,
been here his whole life.
and the roads are one lane
Mac
long.
coming tomorrow?
Yeah. I hope so.
Mac, are you coming tomorrow?
I hope he's coming.
He said he planned on it.
Awesome.
Good. So what about you guys? First
Tim?
reaction in New York?
overwhelmed,
Yeah.
overstimulating, because it was not in a bad way. I mean, I really, honestly, it was like awe-inspiring when I walked out of the train station, the train hall. It's like walked out and just like, oh my gosh, there's
many
Madison Square
people.
Garden, there's the stations, there's the everything. The old architecture is awesome to look around at.
Mm-hmm.
Look down that street, you see all these buildings. Look down that street, there's all these buildings. Look down that street, there's all these buildings. And then before everybody got here, I went to the Empire
Yes, it's
State
cool.
Building and went up there and got to see the whole city from that perspective. And oh my gosh,
It's
like,
overwhelming.
like Detroit, Chicago, these guys' cities probably all within New
No.
York.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
within New York and probably still some.
I avoid Kansas City downtown just because I don't like downtown.
Yeah.
It's legitimate. When he has to pick me up at the hotel, he's like, ugh.
This is definitely overwhelming is a good word for it. I said pretty much said the same thing to Marty when I got here. Is I don't like this place.
King Guatemala wants to know if we'd ever visit Japan.
So I'll say that. So I'll actually kind of put in my perspective.
You were going to go.
Well, yeah, Japan. But I've been to New York before.
Yeah.
Jody and I went for our 10-year wedding anniversary. Just the two of us.
How long have you guys been married?
We've been married for 18 years. We have been together for 22. 22
Awesome.
years. Yeah. So
We just did 20. I mean,
That's awesome.
June was 20 for us.
20 married or 20 together.
20 married.
That's fantastic.
We were only together. We were only together for 4 months before I asked her to marry.
Okay.
And she surprisingly said yes.
There you go. Right. We met when I was 18, and she was 17. So we've been here. We'd come here for our 10-year wedding anniversary. So I know New York enough of it, right?
Yeah.
So I guess the way that I kind of felt about it was a little. So this sounds a bit weird. I felt kind of like having been here before, wanting to really make sure that you guys got that experience.
Yeah.
Right? Because I was like, I know there are so many things that you can see, but I really want us to focus, but I know we're doing this other thing. So originally we weren't going to go to Times Square, and then I was like, let's go for a couple of walks down there to go see that. So it was kind of this idea of like soaking it as much as you could. So I felt fairly responsible to try and like muster us along. What is going on?
There's a new meme.
It's a new meme.
Oh my god.
Apparently we met at E3 2008 for the Wii music demo.
Hold on, we should I
can't show it. It won't.
it won't work. It won't work. So these memes you guys are coming out with,
They're
these
absolutely
are
the
amazing.
best. They're the
We're going to be
best.
posting them on our Facebook page and Twitter. These are amazing. I absolutely love them. Thank you. These are awesome.
And I used one for the thumbnale for this episode.
Bruce also posted the Triforce
That's awesome.
in our Saturday thread about Extra.
Lovely.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
But yeah, it's I love traveling. I love going to big cities. But this is just really special.
King says Japan is a lot like this, but cleaner. And I'm like,
good.
yeah, there's literal pile of trash half block away.
Yeah.
It was,
I
it was a literal pile.
No, it's actually just right in front of the donut place we were in.
yeah.
Yeah, we were sitting there eating our donuts. I'm like, I take a bite of this donut and it explodes all over me, and I look like I've crapped myself from the front.
So I'll tell you my very first experience in New York again, 8 years ago. Jody, we'd arrived that night, and I said in the morning I'm gonna go out and find us some breakfast. So I go to this little bagel shop, get us some breakfast. I've got some food. I'm going back to the hotel, and I'm standing at the crosswalk, and I look across the street and I see a gentleman who I fully believe is homeless. And then right beside him is a gentleman dressed up as Freddy Krueger. And then right beside him is a guy in a 3-piece business suit with like AirPods or whatever it was in. And they were all existing in a radius of a foot. And I was like, that summarizes New York, essentially. It was interesting enough. So the guy dressed up as Freddy Krueger, it was the New York Comic Con week.
Okay.
So that was why.
Okay.
So it was just not just some weird guy dressed up as Freddy Krueger, but also I felt like that was possible.
The thing about New York is that when New York Comic Con comes down, and nothing is different.
Yeah, nothing feels different.
There's nothing. I mean, it's just the same. Like at least in what I've experienced.
I probably agree with that. Yeah.
I would come back.
Yeah.
I would come back again. It's just that, like, to someone who has grown up the majority of my life driving into the big city and then being able to drive out and go home.
Yeah.
It is, as you guys say, a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
So much
It can be.
walking.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So much walking.
Well, there is, unless you want to go
goals
for the
today.
train.
Right. No, I mean,
Well,
you still got to
walking
walk
to
to
the
the train.
train.
Walking to the train, get to the right spot to get back to where you need
Yeah,
to go.
that's right.
Hey, y'all talking about Japan. My wife and I are thinking about doing a Japan trip for our 20 year.
That's awesome.
You should definitely. Sorry. You should definitely do it.
Nice.
You should definitely do it. Let's see here. Spider Shan says this. Congrats on 400 and making it all together. What are your personal favorite moments from the last 400 episodes? Wow.
Yeah.
That's a question we should have read.
We should have put that one way before.
Episodes blur together really easy.
They do. And I will say that I think one of my favorite moments from the show, I've got two that come to mind. Number one was when you guys brought me onto the show full time. And there was this build up to that.
Yeah.
And people like me, they're like, it's Marty. But you guys did the thing.
Tried to own hype.
You did the new challenger approaching, and you like brought me on the show with the call. The Mega Man music played. It was great. The second thing was going through two events, going through the Switch reveal.
Yeah.
With you guys, like I don't think that I was in. Well, no, I was because I was in the Wii U era. I was there for the teaser that we talked about. I was there for the actual reveal.
Yeah.
But I was also there for the day that we got the Switch. And like the show after that.
Yep.
Those were special times. Like, because that was like the beginning of this new thing.
Yeah.
And I remember the excitement and the hype that surrounded that. Yeah, those are my favorite moments.
And the video that I made like 2 days after the Switch launch of how to redeem coins.
Oh my gosh!
That still gets a lot of views.
Oh yeah, like we get monthly income on that video, which blows my mind.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job, sir.
Like the lifetime that I checked recently is like $300 we've earned from that.
Wow.
It's like that one in that GameCube controller
Yeah,
video.
it just blew up. I didn't get it. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Jesse, what about you?
I think the one that I can think of is pretty much the birth and evolution of Robo Jesse over the past year.
Yeah, that's been good.
That's completely spun out of control over what my original plan was for that. Just because I couldn't talk one episode because I had COVID.
Right. Yeah, that was funny.
And I love how the community just embraces it.
Oh, I know. I'm surprised more.
Yeah.
Yep.
They even have a joy, and then I added in the voice changing mod, and I'll probably tweak that a little bit when I have more time.
Yeah.
But that sounds
It's
crazy.
fun. But speaking of the community, that's my memory is just the community and how they've grown and just like it's its own thing. You know, people going off doing things and just it's all its own thing, and it's just fantastic to watch that whole community grow and to branch off into these other things, or even within our own Discord. Like I said, it's like I'm sure it would continue on even if for whatever reason the Nintendo Dads couldn't. That the Nintendo Dads community probably would still keep going, or even be continued.
I would hope
without
so.
us.
Yeah.
You know,
I would hope so. It's
yeah.
truly a special thing.
Yes. So that's amazing.
Yeah, I think this will sound very odd. Follow me. My favorite moments are when I'm not on the show. And
Oh, well.
and I get to listen to the show just as a listener, because the show does incredibly well without me, and without any of us. Like Marty's not there, the show does awesome. Tim's not there, the show does awesome. Jesse's not there, we're taking the week off. But I think just this idea that it sustains itself, which I think is incredible, and I think that's a testament to the talent, to our friends, to our infrastructure. I think the other part of it, kind of off of your point, Tim, is the I would say the birth of the community, and then I think what I have seen over the last several years is the growth and maturity of the community, and finding its own voice, its own talent, its own areas it wants to stretch into and grow. Like I think of Dads After Dark, I think of Game Pass News, I think of Retro Logic, I think of these areas that the dinner table, right? These things that are, and also the amount of like content creators in our own group who are like, I want to take codes, I want to do this. Like it's just kind of grown itself organically.
Yeah.
And allows people the ability to be creative and free and have different opinions. And I think also the other part of that is that like the community is able to have conversations and challenge each other and to grow.
Yes.
And I think that's what I'm the most proud of. Right? And that's awesome.
King in the chat says your solo episode went to a dark place.
Yeah, that one really kind of shocked, didn't it? I didn't really...
I feel like that, like behind you as you were talking, like as you took breaks, we should have heard like, "I will remember."
Yeah. I think the other one that oddly enough stands out in my mind is shirtless Justin. That episode.
That's a memory for everybody.
Because the funny.
Are we
That's
going
not-
is that extra life goal this weekend? On the couch.
No.
Justin on the couch for the kids. Extra Life 2022. If we reach our
Justin's gonna
goal,
fly by with just the Nintendo Dad's flag on, and that's it.
Just
And
wrapped
that's
around.
going to be the extra life.
Wrapped around.
it's for the kids.
No, I can tell you, my wife is somewhere sending me a text right now that says, "Leave your shirt on."
Don't do that.
He's so concerned.
Tell him, guys, it's for the
It's
kids.
be streaming, not streaking.
Yeah, I would.
$2 hero says, Seth says it's for the kids.
I would legitimately be concerned that we'd have an instant like the NINDADS, where all of a sudden like Nipplegate shows up and like we're banned from Twitch and they can't stream.
Look, we talk about that. We laugh about that, but that shut Mixer down.
Yeah,
Mixer did not survive. They killed the fans.
Nipples destroyed it.
Have you
Because
said
the tassel?
Stadia yet?
Because the tassel.
Oh, Stadia.
No, but he did talk about how he's getting money back from it.
Yeah. Ah, that is exactly it.
He's
Yeah.
like, I'm going to buy that Xbox.
Of course, there's the controller that I'm giving him.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
What do we got for questions?
Solo Something says, this is more of a comment than a question, says, thank y'all for providing us an entertaining show to enjoy live before a Twitch audience or listen to the next day to help get through Friday to weekend time and make it a lot more fun. Also, congrats on 400 episodes in the can. It's safe to say, at a count of 400, you can all accept the fact that this can never end. Besides, Manscaped won't accept your letters of resignation. Max Power says, congrats on 400, guys. Love the podcast, the community you've built. I like to think I played a part in correcting Justin's Mario pronunciation in episode 17. Episode 17. There's no way the Nintendo Dad's media empire would be what it is today if he had kept saying Mario. You're all welcome. Kidding, of course.
Remember my daughter making the same comment around the same week. Why does he say it like that?
Kidding, of course. Hope you guys enjoy New York. Keep the touching to a minimum. Drew says, congrats on freaking 400 episodes. For real, that is no joke. It's hard committing to such a demanding hobby for so long, and truly shows you guys zeal or a real passion for Nintendo and your fans. The community you guys have created is amazing. When you think about what it is and what it has done, bringing people together from legit all over the world to physically meet up and become friends in real life, touche. Now that you guys have finally met your 8-year goal and able to meet up, what's next for Nintendo Dads? You guys have worked so hard to make this happen, but why stop here? What will you set the next goal at? And what will it involve? Love you, Drew. Can I tell you what my thought is on this?
Sure, yeah.
DadCon.
Yeah.
Yep. Something where our fans can come together, not just us.
Yeah, I think, and I think there's always been talk about like any other podcast to come, like very similar to basically what we're doing for Extra Life, but really allowing that market to come into place.
In a way, this weekend will be DadCon beta.
Yeah. I think the other part of it as well, I really want to get Jesse to go to E3 because that was taken away from you because of COVID. Twice. I think that would be really great because I think just having that representation I think is awesome. I think representation at PAX West and PAX East, but I think just more because I think we have pockets of friends and folks in those areas, right? That fans that we can connect with there.
How many times people said, "Hey, next year come down south."
Yeah,
or
exactly.
come down.
There's somebody made a comment today.
Yeah.
The next trip needs to be down south.
I
Yes.
think someone said for 500 we need West Coast.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Like I think it's crazy.
If you buy a flight, I'm coming. Can't afford to fly. I can't afford to
Mostly
fly.
Martinez says the Stadia stimulus is going to be nice. In my case, it'll be maybe like about $20.
I get zero.
Yeah, well,
I get zero. Frosticles writes in that says, this big congratulations on episode 400. What a milestone, guys. I've listened since beta and you are the only podcast I've stuck with for so long, so you're doing something right. I remember the days when there were only 3DS games to talk about, and Justin didn't even have a 3DS.
that's correct.
I often thought about making a drinking game where you had to chug every time Zach said, I don't know. Thinking that Roger from Reactor Radio was joining the show because I got Marty and him confused. These are just some of the memories. Keep it up. I love you all. Then last comment here from Discord. Sean Abbott says, loving the photos on Facebook of you guys all meeting up. I joined around the 180s. I think, and love the episodes. Not so much the games I ended up buying and being poor. It was you guys that got me into content creating game, and it has been a blast. I met an awesome friend in Nick, and had a lot of awesome dudes like the man, and a lot of awesome dudes like the man above this. I hope you all have a freaking blast in New York City. I wish I could join you all. Much love. Man, it's awesome.
Yeah.
The stuff from our community. Let's see here.
Twitter.
Heading over to Twitter, and I've got to go back. I mean,
Sure.
there's memes and there.
I think you may have to go to like our tweet originally.
Yeah,
That may be the best way to do it.
yeah.
Yeah, there was actually, while you're looking that up, speaking of that drinking game, there in the
Got another
community at the time.
$50.
Really? Who?
Doesn't
Us
say
or me?
You.
Yeah,
Man,
we had
you were killing.
Hey, John Capri.
Coming for you, sucker.
We were working on a drinking game for the three of you at the time, and actually with Marty coming on and Gary, I think too. It's like because everybody had their typical things that they would say.
Yeah.
Like we could make a drinking game out of this.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Like me doing some sort of interruption on you as a
Yeah.
impromptu correction.
Oh. And you know what? I totally forgot some of those episodes in Ireland at 3 a.m. in the morning for me.
oh, dude, we could watch the sunrise behind us.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and you're like, well, that's the sun's up. That's my cue to go.
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah.
I just as we're going through this, I know there's going on there. I want to say this probably for I think all three of us, or all four of us. We've said thank you to our community, which I think is awesome. Thank you to our families.
Yeah.
Who have supported this stupidly crazy idea. For me, thank you for my wife Jody, who challenges me and encourages me, and puts up with a lot of this stuff, right? But she is always loving and supporting about it. My kids who've jumped on streams with me, and play games with me, and just our families enable us to do this and support us to do this. We know that the Nintendo moms are out there, and I know they're very jealous they could not come to New York.
Oh yeah.
We're going to be hearing for that for a while, I think. Can't blame you. But genuinely, thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
These are
It's-
partners.
Someone suggested that I ask my wife something about this weekend. I'm like, I don't have to ask her. She goes out of town all the time without me, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
And she should be fine with it too. And
Yeah.
she is.
Well, and like in you guys' case, you get to do the podcast at your house.
Yeah.
So you're there.
Yeah.
I go to my office, and so that's time not just away, but it's time away out of my house.
Yeah.
So Aaron and Isaac and Annalise, thank y'all for that. Like, and Mecca says, "Don't you mean the Sega moms?"
Say yes.
Sega moms.
Yeah, I think there is. So for those of you who don't know, actually, I don't know if she is right now. My daughter, just before we went live, Rylan, she sent me a text because she has her own phone, and she's like, "I'm gonna watch live tonight," and she got a photo. So I don't know if she's still watching. If she is, it is way past your
It's time to go to bed.
But thank you
Yeah.
so much. I love.
10 o'clock yet, her time.
Yeah.
I know she's supposed to be in bed by 9 her time. But yeah, love.
I'm going to read a couple of these comments from and questions from Twitter.
Sure.
Your wife chimed in. Jody says, as a Nintendo mom that's jealous of your trip, I want to say I'm proud of you guys. You've taken a passion for Nintendo and made it a community. You've had fun, celebrated, and grieved together, and provided a place for people to be accepted for being themselves. Congratulations. I think she summed it up great.
Yes. She has an eloquence about the way she speaks of me rambling that she can say this is the thing.
Yeah.
Love her.
My wife does too. It's a wonderful thing.
It's
David.
Wonderful thing about our wives, they help balance us out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Find someone who finds you
That's
best.
the point.
Yeah.
David Bilika asks this. He says, what do you see happening to your content and relationships with your fellow host creators and community over the next 400 episodes? And how will you all continue to grow and evolve the Nintendo Dads brand? Thank you for all you do. Here's the thing. If the next 400 episodes are just like these, I think it's in good hands.
Yeah.
We want to continue to keep the community what it is. We want to continue to bring people into that community, continue to raise up people in that community to help create content, lead, administrate, and do things. And there may be times where one of us or more have to slip out.
Yeah.
And that's where it's going to be on the community to keep it going.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's not
No
it can't
pressure.
Be
No
like
pressure.
well, no. I guess what I'm saying is like what we can't do and what's going to cause fractures is people saying, "Well, I don't like it now that so and so's not on there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to listen anymore."
Yeah.
Well,
And then we might have gone through that because we've gone through several iterations.
Yeah, I mean, I think there were some people who were definitely like big Zach fans, right, or even Gary fans, right. I know that you had some challenges when you transitioned. You got some feedback that you weren't happy about. But in the end, this is the team, right? This is
Yeah,
the
I know. My brain, I have a cereal brain. I can't think of,
Is it Raisin Brain?
not that cereal, as opposed to parallel. I can only think of one thing at a time. My brain is focused on this weekend. I don't even know what 401 is going to look like yet.
Oh, yeah.
Plus 800.
Yeah.
Nintendo needs to put out a new console or give bigger news or something.
Yeah. I would agree.
We need a re-release of the TV game 15.
There you go. Yeah,
That's it.
I
That's
do think it is just like continue to support and grow, right? I love the fact that our community is like we've created an infrastructure.
Yeah.
We have a platform that allows people to leverage it and use it and be successful. And I think that's and let me be clear, that's not success because we did something. It's success of their talent, and then we just kind of said like, here's a platform, can we help you?
And
And
it's not
that's-
success by numbers or
No.
like, we're looking for those things. But it's more of we are able to do this because of everybody, being there. So.
The other expectation I have is that IGN just buys us out for about $2.5 million, and then we're out of here, suckers.
Bye, Bear.
We wanted to wait and tell you guys this, but we're
Yeah.
starting a brand new initiative called Somewhat Funny.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
every now and then it's funny.
Yeah.
Right. Here's some other questions. Joshua Taylor asked, "Why didn't someone pick me up on the way?" Jesse answered this one on Twitter. Dad joke incoming because you're too heavy.
Wow. Brutal.
The Goobla King asks, "Are y'all just as handsome in real life?" Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're a relatively handsome group, right? I feel so out of place with the facial hair, right? Like I definitely
It's time
feel
for you to try. It's time for you to get it going, dude. I
I
see it there. I see there's a ghost.
yeah.
There's a vestige.
I have a 5 o'clock shadow.
Well, okay, keep it going.
That's
So
good.
yeah,
That's good.
but like
Yeah,
it's
I need-
just
I
all
need
the
to-
time.
I need to-
I mean, listen. Here's the deal. Can I be honest? Let me say this. Okay?
Congratulations on 400 episodes, Jesse. Thanks for always being the employee of the year and always being there to keep the show going.
Look at you. Look at you. Hey, listen. Here's the deal.
Thank you.
Can I say this? You have facial hair.
Yes.
It's obvious. You have facial hair. It's obvious. You have facial hair. What you don't see is Justin actually does have hair on his face.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
It's my
It's
eyebrow.
there. Yeah. So you fit in.
He's got the stumble thing.
I do. I kind of always have a 5 o'clock.
You got
Yeah.
and you do a blue steel thing too. There you go.
What is it? What's the thing? Raise your eyebrows. Or no, wait. What is it? What is it?
I'm confused.
Smile without your eyes. Now raise your eyebrows. Now stop smiling. That's your model face.
Nice. I love it.
That's apparently,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I like it.
Anyway,
I have no
Sean
idea
Capri.
what just happened.
Oh, I
Sean
don't like
Capri
it.
says this. All right, here. Well, we're going to answer all these questions for him in person.
Okay.
But I just want to throw out what he
Yeah.
wants to know.
Let's hear
Number
it,
one,
Sean.
what does Justin smell like?
Oh, we talked
Well,
about
we've already talked about that. This was a day ago.
Got it.
What's Justin smell like? How great was your hug with Marty?
It was a
what
good
is-
hug.
What is powering Robo Jesse? And is Tim actually a tyrant in real life?
You'll
You
find
can't
out.
answer that question.
You'll
wait,
find
sorry.
out tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the right answer.
No
that's
comment.
a good answer.
Thank you.
That's a good answer. Let's check Patreon and then we'll close the show out here.
Do we have a tasting?
Oh yeah, we can do that.
We'll do a quick
We can
tasting.
do that. Yeah, we can do the beaver
You
nuggets.
talked
Why
about
don't
beaver
you-
nuggets for a
Why don't
minute.
you open them up over there, Tim? While I check
Okay,
here.
nope. Yeah, keep going. Beaver nuggets. There you go.
There you go.
Tim,
I've actually got several.
Canadian treats is what he did. There's a whole bag of Canadian treats over here.
Here we go. Rude McGee
Okay.
on this was from Patreon. He says, when I get a chance to get together with my team in person instead of just virtual, I feel like it strengthens our bond and friendship, and we are better for it. I really do hope you all find the same post meetup. I do look forward to the shenanigans. Best to all. Thank you for making me laugh every week with this podcast.
Thank you.
Yep, I told him.
I guess that saved me some for tomorrow.
All right, so here's the deal.
Also, sorry, Jesse, do you remember who was Twitter? Do we talk about their name? FedEx driver. Hold on a second.
I don't know what you're talking
Hold on. I want to.
Oh yeah.
I saved it in our box because
Yeah, we need to talk about this. This is good stuff.
This was pretty incredible, actually. 1 second here. Where is it? Okay. We had an individual reach out to us, and just I don't know if they want their name shared, so I'm not going to state it. But the comment was, "Thanks for all the love, the passion, love, and joy you bring. You guys bring every podcast. I'm a FedEx courier, and you guys make my job a lot easier when I'm working on the road. It's not much, but I hope you guys enjoy a meal on me." So this individual actually sent us funds to have a meal.
He bought us beaver nuggets.
Have a meal as a team together, and that was incredibly kind. It wasn't necessary. But thank you, and also your feedback that you listen to us while you're driving your FedEx. That's amazing.
You bought Justin's McRib, right? Now we're gonna. So here's what we're gonna do. Jesse and I have already been eating them. Tim just ate his. But Justin, it's time for you to have a beaver nugget.
Have you had beaver nugget before? Okay, so we have. So this is new to you two.
Yep. So go ahead.
So it smells very buttery scotch. Is what we're going to use there.
Wow.
So here's my thought on beaver nuggets. It tastes like a corn pop.
Yep. But they're bigger.
Well, more bigger. Yeah.
A little caramely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, like caramel popcorn. In
I
a way.
want to give a big thanks out to Huxley and Macy for your donation. Thank you so much. Andy, thank you so much for your donation as well. Wow, guys, your donations keep coming in. Thank you so much, everyone. This is incredible.
Exploding Kittens maybe.
Exploding Kittens just made donations? No, that's
Is that from the team or just yours?
Yeah.
That's all my.
So here's the thing. Here's what these guys don't know. I don't just have beaver nuggets.
Okay.
I have white cheddar beaver nuggets. I have bold and spicy beaver nuggets. And I also have a fourth kind of beaver nugget.
Oh,
That you're not telling us about?
I
I'm
don't
going to tell you right
remember-
now.
I remember what it is.
Here's my rating on these beaver
how
nuggets.
about a ghost pepper?
Jeez.
I lost my train of thought now. I'm gonna look up something.
I'm not hating these,
Oh yeah.
and I'm going back to them.
Yeah.
That's a step above the McRib.
Oh yeah, the McRib was rotten. Watch the video; it's coming out real soon.
You gonna post it tonight?
I think so. Yeah. These aren't bad. These aren't bad.
Start some beaver nugget. That's my throat. Here's the deal.
The term beaver nugget is the thing I want to call this.
Okay, I got a list. Sorry, I got a list of everybody's donations. So, Tony Baker sent $50.
50,000. I was like, oh,
I
Tony.
don't know to who, but it's on the team.
Yeah.
Third strongest mole sent $33.33.
Always does that.
Ben McClung joined our team.
Nice.
Scott Clemenger donated $100.
Wow.
Take these away from me.
Andy
You got it.
Penazik joined, and Scott's one of my best friends. Yeah. Andy Penazik joined our team as well.
That's the Nin Foreman.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Then $50
Take it away
from
from-
Bush and the Old Cat. I think that's what we got
That's
from
back
the
here.
last show. So yeah, that's all the donations to everybody on the different teams.
That's awesome. And guys, listen, wherever you choose to make a donation this weekend, if you're able to, if you can, just know we appreciate it. We're thankful for you. And really,
$10 from Elvis too.
as we close out this historic
Thank you very much.
400th episode of Nintendo Dads, we want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you. And I want you to hear that from us and it not just be a typed thing, that we put in a post or whatever, but just to truly say thank you for me for 5 years of like me coming on, finding my way, becoming what we have as far as Nintendo Dads. These guys have truly become friends to me, and that's like it was the hardest thing to explain to people. When I was like, "Hey," they're like, "Why are you going to New York?" I'm like, "Well, see, there's these guys I do a podcast with, and I've never met them face to face, but they're some of my best friends, and I'm gonna go meet them in real life, and I'm gonna go and take care of them." Let's hear the.
Congratulations on the 400th episode, Marty. I love all of the voices you do and the energy you bring to the show.
That sounds like
That's awesome.
that sounds like a challenge, baby. Then we're gonna have to do some voices right here at the end and bring a little sprinkle a little bit of love and the blue collar working man on everything. Can Tim Mecca wants to know if he can hug you tomorrow?
I give free hugs. Anybody
do,
wants
yeah.
a hug?
Actually, he does. If you want to hug me, it's $10 or or a Lego Bowser from the Nintendo.
Yeah, I've got some T-shirts I can send.
No, but- Completely derailed what I was trying to say. Thank you to our community. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who sits in a chat, who watches a video, who shares the things that we do, who's talked about us to somebody else, who has followed us on a social media channel, who've listened to us since beta episodes. Holy crap. You're the reason that we do this. You're the reason we keep sitting in there and doing it every week. Well, really, another reason is we just like to talk together and just hang out. But you're the reason we're sitting here right now.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm probably. Let me give you guys an example of why I think a lot of people come here. But for me personally, I came to the Nintendo Dads because I had a few friends that talked video games, but not as much as I wanted to. You know, so I was looking for a community to talk about those things that I couldn't talk about a lot with my closer friends. You know, so and that's when I found the Nintendo Dads, and then you guys were very open, and then just at that time too, we're very open to having help from your community, and so that's when I got into
You guys-
and stuff.
do
So
you guys remember the line chat?
Yeah.
chat, yeah.
Yeah.
Line chat, and Tim kept coming in the line chat, and he was like, "Don't you think we would like to try Discord?" And then finally, we were like, "Just go do it. If you want to do it, just go do it. Set it all up for us, and we'll do it."
Yeah,
And he was like, "Okay." He set it up, and it's been awesome. It's been fantastic.
Tim was ahead of the trend for Discord.
Oh yeah,
Way ahead.
yeah. Oh
we,
yeah,
we were in there much earlier before everybody.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not
Well,
trying to
guys-
say that we're better than everybody, but just saying that.
I'm comfortable saying that.
No, it's fine. We're better. We're better than people at that. At that, guys. As we wrap up the show, is there anything you want to add? Anything you want to say? What a crazy, awesome,
years.
blessed. I didn't ever believe anything like this would ever happen.
Yeah.
Ride that we're on, right?
Thank
My legs are telling me to sit as much as I can.
yeah.
But we're going to. We're going to let you play video games for 25
Yeah.
hours.
They
You
go
get
like,
25
I need
hours.
to get up.
Yeah.
No, just thank you. That's,
I have a train ride tomorrow.
Yeah, literally, that's
Yeah,
all I
thank
can
you
say.
guys
Thank
for the recognition and
thank you guys for
the
your work.
fun and everything. Like
It's been a great.
you guys have been there for me lately with everything. With everything I've had going on over the last month, and I will tell you guys, I'll tell our community when my dad passed, about a month ago. One of the first things I did was I turned to my wife and said, "I'm not going to New York," and she just looked at me and said, "Why would you do that? Why would you even think that?" And she was it was these words of wisdom. She said, "You'll probably feel different in a few weeks." And I didn't want to hear that at the time, but it was right. She was right. She usually is right.
Don't tell her that over her head.
I tell her that all the time. Listen, she said I'm sorry 2 times in our marriage. Seriously,
Yeah.
because it's usually me that has to apologize. But she was right. I needed to be here. I needed this. But more than that, you guys were there during that, and I appreciate that more than you guys know. Our community was awesome during that time. And it's still it sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I had a hard time this morning because he was the one that was supposed to drive me to the airport this
Oh
morning.
yeah.
And so, but that passed because I had something to look forward to.
Sure.
So, it's just been an incredible ride. And I don't know where it'll end, but I hope it's not anytime soon.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So, for all of us,
I can't beat that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
for all of us, this has been episode 400, and we're so thankful for you guys. I usually have a page full of notes here in front of me that I can run down, and Jesse's going to pull them up right now because that's why he's the employee of the year.
Yeah. He's got those right.
7 years running.
The numbers are probably wrong, but
We're thankful for.
We did 6,500 back.
Look,
We're back at 6,500.
Well, let's just say this: we're super thankful for each and every one of you who've subscribed to us on YouTube, on Twitch, on Patreon, and remember, you can head over to manscaped.com, get 20% off your order by using the code NINDADS. It's NINDADS. You can head over to nintendodads.org and you can get merch that, like those buttons that Tim showed off earlier, or at the Extra Life event, we're going to have a very limited number of episode 400 prints that are going to be signed by us. You can get something like that over there. You can get it printed on anything. Jesse got it on a clock. And so you can.
That's super cool, by the way.
So you can head over to nintendodads.org/merch for all of those things. A huge thanks to our Patreon producers. That's Dave Ernsberger, Solo Something, and RJ Kern. You too can join up and be a producer at the $30 level, or you can head over to patreon.com/Nintendo Dads and join up for $1 a month, $5, $10, $30. You love this, don't you?
I love it.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you
I'm
love
gonna
it.
have to work hard at my predictions so I can keep it.
Yeah, you are. We've already made them, remember? Yeah, we already made them. You can find us in all.
mine and crap. So
Yeah.
I don't think I'm winning it this year.
You can find us in all the places. Just type in Nintendo Dads, and there we are. And if you want to, you can email us at nintendodads@gmail.com or call in and leave a voicemail, 92925-NDADS. We make it easy for you, 92925-NDADS, or if you just like numbers, 929-256-3237. Big thanks to, you know what, you know what I'm going to say this episode, big thanks to us for the music throughout the show.
Version of a show.
Wherever you listen to us, your podcast app of choice, please go give us a 5-star review, write some words, talk about how cool we are. Or you could just, you know what you could do? Here's what you do. Give us a 5-star review and leave your recipe for spaghetti. Because here's the thing, it doesn't matter what comment you leave after you do the 5 stars. It just means that it gets pushed up there and more people find out about the show.
Great point. Spaghetti recipes.
Recipes, actually.
Yeah.
And then we can share them on the show.
Yeah.
And we can make a Nintendo Dad's 5-star rating and cookbook.
There we go.
Can we do a Nintendo Dad's cooking show?
There's no reason we can't.
Today I'm gonna cook a Mario spaghetti.
There you go. You guys say,
Sorry, I was trying to do the Chris Pratt voice.
Good.
Today I'm cooking Mario spaghetti.
Yes.
That's the same voice I use in every cartoon I voice. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for episode 400, guys. We love y'all. We'll see you next time.
Take care.
Check us out for Extra Life this weekend. We'll see you then.
Check you later.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Nintendo Dads.
I hate